Gotham City, 6 years ago. Gotcha! Gotcha. You dropped your fish.
Thanks. He thinks you're dead, you know. He's been telling everyone that ever since he killed the city.
Good. Then he won't see me coming. "5 months earlier. Oh, we're going there. Yes, we are. We're kicking down that door right now. You hear me in there, amigo? We're coming for the men in the back of that truck, and we're going to kill them in all manner of creativity, and then we're going to deal with you. Master Bruce, please, if you make a break for the not now. I admit you've put up a good chase. That flip move into the cab. Woo! Stealing our truck. And I don't know where the hell you learned to drive, but kudos. However, you're at the end of the alley now. After all the weeks of trouble you've given us, we've got the cans tied on your tail, little guy. Because the city belongs to the Red Hood. Does it now? Master Bruce, don't! Ha! Well, look at this guy. What's he? Making our day. Damn right. Sir, you can't be serious. You said yourself the tensile strength of the grappling cannon cable it'll hold. Forgive me, sir, but you're not counting the weight of 6 men in the back of your truck. The average weight for a grown man is they're underfed. Your math is wrong! I'm telling you! Alfred, would you kindly shut up? What do you love about the city, Bruce? He could be anyone, Alfred. He never takes off the helmet in front of them. None of them know his identity. That much I'm sure of. Weights, sir? 50, please. Not only is he faceless to the gang, but they're generally faceless to each other. And from what I can tell, most of the members aren't even hardened criminals. They're middle and upper class Gothamites. Men and women this man has strong-armed or blackmailed. He threatens them, gives them a mask, and now they're members of the Red Hood. He must have a core of actual followers, but overall, the gang is like a collection of sleeper agents he can activate at any time. A wife, a husband. Anyone might secretly be in the gang. More, sir? 2 more 50s, please. Let's give the electro-adhesion bond a stressor. But it's a new kind of crime that this gang stands for. Nothing like the street crime that was running rampant when I left the city years ago. It's like crime beneath the skin, something viral, hidden until it's too late. Speaking of things hidden, Master Bruce, forgive me, but isn't it about time you consider letting the city know Bruce Wayne has returned? To Gotham, I don't... To Gotham. I get that you don't approve, Alfred, but Bruce Wayne is legally dead, and that's how he's going to stay. Master Bruce. Alfred, just call me Bruce, will you? Please, how many times do I have to ask? As many as you'd like, sir, but I'm afraid I can't. When you first asked me to join you in this madness of yours, the truth is, I did so to have your ear, to talk some sense into you. Well, this is guerrilla warfare. I'm more effective like this. This gang, it's growing faster than anyone knows. I can stop it. I just can't be distracted by Bruce Wayne right now. It's strange. For years I waited for some word of you, Master Bruce. Every day I waited, believing you were still alive. And when you showed up out of the blue, 6 weeks ago, I was filled with such joy. I was traveling, Alfred, training for this, and I can't tell you what it means to have you by my side here, but I'm not bringing Bruce Wayne back to life. Now, the men that the Red Hood gang were going to execute, all of them were lower-level executives, businessmen who refused to join. I might not know his name, but I know the Red Hood leader well enough to say he won't be deterred by what I did earlier. I need to watch them. They'll lead me back to him. Just answer me this, please. To what end, Master Bruce? How can you ask that? Easily. You do all this for what? Damn it, Alfred. So no one has to go through what I did that night. Right there in that alley outside. That's why. That's the mission. You misunderstand me, sir. That's not what I meant. I was referring to... Look, I have to go. Very well. I'll get the car. Actually, I'll drive myself. Let me give you a lift, Bruce. Uncle Philip? It's good to see you again, Bruce. How did you... find you? I've had a search on you since the moment you left. 7 years ago, someone resembling you was arrested for base jumping at Meru Peak. Then 3 years ago, a look-alike killed a man in Lagos, Nigeria during a marathon death fight of some kind. I didn't kill anyone. Forgive me, but you have no business being here, Mr. Kane. It's all right, Alfred. Funny, all that searching, I should have known that the way to find you was to watch Pennyworth. If you were back, he'd follow you anywhere. Even Crime Alley. God, I haven't been here since the year after it happened. It was right there, too, wasn't it? How can I help? Just give me a few minutes of your time. Take a quick drive with me. Uncle Philip, just a few minutes. I want to show you something. I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Uncle Philip. You brought me here to see a penny. No, the building behind it, Bruce. It's the new Wayne Enterprises. I thought you knew. I've seen pictures, but I haven't actually seen the place since coming back. We've been doing some incredible work these last few years. We finally merged the families, you know. Kane Chemical is now part of Wayne Industries. The research we're doing, from tissue growth to sonic deterrents, we've become a leader in protective technology. Protective? You mean weapons? Mostly non-lethal, but yes, some. So will you come inside? Let me show you around. I'm sorry. You don't approve of what I've done with the company? Uncle Philip, no offense, but we don't know each other. You took me to the Museum of Natural History once, the week after my parents died. We looked at dinosaurs. It was a good day. The company? That's your business. But I don't want it to be, Bruce. My sister, your mother, she knew me well enough to understand I'd make a terrible father, but I like to think this is how I've cared for her, and for you, in my own way. It's why I had you declared legally dead, Bruce, so I could build something new out of this company that would live on. But this city has always had a hard time trusting the Kanes. We've had more than our share of scandal and controversy. You Waynes were always the popular ones. It's why we were all so excited when your father married my sister. 2 families moving forward, completing each other. Kane Material, Wayne Industry. But for whatever reason, your parents had different, less ambitious callings.
You can't underestimate how powerful a symbol it would be to see a Wayne back at the top of this company. You can't.
That's not why I came back.
You're really not going to come inside, are you? I guess I did come to show you a penny then. I oversaw the forging myself. I don't know if you know this about me, but I studied to be a geologist. I was on an expedition in northern Mexico when my father, Roderick, learned he was dying. I was down in an actual cave, Bruce, full of the brightest selenite crystals when he arrived to take me home. I understood, though, Bruce. You see, some of us have a responsibility. We give things up to do what's supposed to be done.
I'm sorry, Uncle Philip. That's just not what I'm here to do. It's not who I am.
Then who are you?
Bruce, back from the wilds.
You fixed the Lincoln, Dad?
Just about. I'm not the car man my father was, but this one, it's hard to stay away from. Got a touch of demon to it.
It does. You wanted to see me?
I did. What do you love about Gotham, Bruce?
What do you mean?
I'm just curious. I know you're sneaking off to the city after school.
You had me followed?
Bruce, when you're from a family like ours, it isn't safe to...
That's why, though.
That's why what?
That's why I love Gotham, Dad. Because it's a place where you can be anyone. Where I can be... not Bruce Wayne. I mean, nobody knows who I am there. Not like school. The city lets me be anyone I want.
Well, who did the city tell you to be today?
I don't know. No one, really.
Well, whoever you are, Bruce, know that we are proud of you, your mom and I. And do me a favor, will you? Go easy on yourself in that department. You've got a lot of time to figure yourself out. My great-grandfather, Alan, he used to say that fate forms in the dark. And speaking of the dark, take a look at this.
What is it?
A crazy idea Mr. Fox helped me build. It's called the Witch's Eye. It sees the future.
Shut up.
Okay, it can only see the present. It's actually a visual mapper, see? There's a 360-degree camera inside. It's designed for first responders at a disaster site, firefighters, EMTs, or doctors like me. If a building has collapsed, or a whole village even, you roll this device in and it makes a 3-dimensional map from inside the rubble. I thought we could use it to map the... that's the hospital. I have to make a call, Bruce. Hang on.
He's not coming around. He's got some chip on his shoulder.
I hate to say I told you so.
Oh, I know you do.
I don't understand why you're being so biting, Philip.
It's called sarcasm.
Precisely. From the Greek, sarkasmos, meaning to rip, to tear the flesh. Bite.
Well then, perhaps I'm being biting because I hired you as my top strategist despite what could only be called a questionable past. And yes, you've helped me to take this company to new heights, but we've stalled is the issue. And you sit up here in this cat's cradle. I mean, tell me the truth. Does any of this even mean anything, or are you just...
Please don't touch, Philip. The algorithm is spatial. You're touching it. Well, it disturbs things.
You know what disturbs things? A public image problem. This damn city hates us for building what we build here. The Red Hood gang is hell-bent on stealing from us, no matter how I toughen security. So what do, oh wise one? What's the answer to the mystery? Damn it! Answer me when I'm talking to you! Are you listening to me, Nigma? Edward!
I am listening, Philip. But see, It's not a mystery you're dealing with here. It's a riddle. After all, riddles always seem complicated, but they have very simple, hidden answers. And there is a simple answer to all your problems, you know. You have to kill your nephew, Bruce Wayne.
Hello! Ahoy! Permission to come aboard. Why, thank you. Everyone down! Down! Red Hood 342, tell 215 he can sever the line, will you? Who the hell are you? Mr. Luca Falcone. It's a pleasure. I'm Red Hood 1. Red Hood 1? I'm not sure if you understand the magnitude of the mistake you're making here. But my cousin Carmine, he'll have your fingers and toes peeled for this. We have men everywhere, freak. I mean, everywhere. Is that so? Ah! Wait, you forgot your chute! Oh, well. You didn't have to do that. No, Mr. Cobblepot, I did not. Let him go, boys. You know, I've always loved blimps, like big silver eggs rolled through the sky. And blimps are barely regulated at all in Gotham. Am I right, Mr. Cobblepot? So these eggs you personally roll in, well, they hatch all sorts of wondrous things, don't they? Drugs, information, even high-tech weaponry. Like the Wayne Sonic Rifle. Non-lethal, but I heard that if you rejigger the controls just right, it could liquefy a person's insides. Of course, I asked your men to rejigger all these en route. What do you think, Ozzy? Try these out at the Knights game? Maybe the library. Shh. And boom! Nothing like sirens where they shouldn't be on a sunny afternoon, is there? Ah! Ah! What the? It's you in there, isn't it? Our little vigilante. You are good, my friend! Ha! Is that a fat suit? And what are you, 6'2"? Hot damn, and you had me convinced! Ha! Fantastic. All right. You know what, sir? My feelings on you, despite my best efforts, they've changed. Because much as I hate to admit it, I like you. I think you're a piece of work. Funny, I think you're a piece of... Ha! See, that's what I mean. You're a man on a mission, like me. We might just be two of a kind, kid. So how about it? How about you come work for me? I'm sure we could find you a place. Boss, have you lost your damn... Ah! It hurts! Seems we have an opening right now. What do you say? I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass. I'm not sure if you heard me correctly. Let's clean out those big ol' ears of yours, shall we? Hold him still. Ah! That's it. You got him. Now, let's see who's hiding in there, shall we? No! Ah! Ah, come on. Don't be shy. You want me to throw you a Red Hood? Maybe show you my face. Hell, come with me into the control room. Oh, thanks, but that won't be necessary. Ah! Seeing as I have your DNA. Ah! Stop him! Alfred, come in. Are the shoes working, sir? So far, but I'm going to need... a pickup.
By the Narrows, and fast! I have the trace. Things not going as planned, sir. Well, they're still going, but no, not going well. Did you check the hold? Come on! He's down here! I see him! Damn it! Why isn't this working?
I said turn on! Record! Come in... Oh, nice. Now, let's see what lurks beneath. Ah! Help! 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 I fell in the... Who's the... No, stay back. Go away!
And I am afraid of what I see. Because everywhere I look, it seems I'm losing this war, Alfred. Cobblepot was a dead end. The DNA I got off the Red Hood leader isn't on record anywhere. And now he's taking over rival gangs, while before he only took in non-criminals. It's like he expands the gang to prove he can. A bomb goes off at a school for the deaf. Someone is shot for no reason walking in the park. There's no pattern except to make the city afraid of itself. No one knows who to be afraid of anymore. The police are desperate and taxed, searching everyone they can. All of it breeds more fear. Now that he's got Wayne Industries' weapons in his cache, he can show that nothing's out of reach. Damn it. Hook, come back. Alfred, if you have something to say, just say it. You're never this quiet. I can practically feel the waves of disdain rolling off you. What's there to say, sir? If you can't see the state of things clearly now, there's no point. Enlighten me. You're right. This war of yours, it's doomed. You will lose. I said I was losing, not that it was lost. I can still get him. And if you do, what then? Another like him will come. So be it. Then I'll fight them too. The war may not be winnable, Alfred, but it's mine. And frankly, I'm getting tired of your damn skepticism. It's not your war I take issue with. Can't you see that? I've fought wars less noble. Believe me, it's how you're fighting it. What about it? Spit it out already. I just did. If only you'd stop and listen. I take issue with... No, just say it, Alfred. For once in your life, don't be polite. Just say it, damn it. I take issue with your cowardice, sir. My cowardice. Nice. I'm out there risking my life to take down a gang that's rotting this city from the inside out. The city my parents loved and fought to protect. Hook, come back. Fought for in public, Master Bruce. You fight as a ghost, and you let Bruce Wayne rot. Even as Wayne Enterprises, your family's legacy to this city is being run by a sad, angry man with no purpose but glory. You refuse to return to your home, thinking it's apart from Gotham, yet the lifeblood of this city runs beneath that house. I mean, for goodness sake, the Red Hood gang is now using Wayne Industries' weapons. If that sentence alone doesn't open your eyes to your blunder here, then I think that your parents... well, I think they'd be ashamed. Is that right? And what about you, Mr. Pennyworth, huh? What example have you set? Living in a mausoleum polishing silver? What good have you done in the world? Who's the real coward? I'm going to go back to the manor, sir. This was a mistake. I wish you the best. Come back. I was talking to the Hook. Ah! Call Philip Kane.
Hello?
It's me, Uncle Philip. Bruce. I need to talk to you. It's urgent.
Bruce, I was about to say the same thing. Can you meet me tonight at the museum? Around midnight? For old time's sake.
Philip.
Over here, Bruce. I'm glad you could meet me.
I'm afraid I have bad news. A friend of mine in the Coast Guard told me that the Red Hood gang has stolen a cache of Wayne Tech's sonic weaponry. At least 2 crates from a load that was apparently stolen by a rival gang.
I heard. We're going to have to beef up security.
I'm not sure it's just a matter of security. This gang, they have people all over. You're going to have to shut down operations until you find who's been turned on the inside, or until someone stops that gang.
Stop operations? That's not possible.
There are killers and thieves running around with weapons with the Wayne name on them.
And we'll put a stop to that. But, look, Bruce, come back to the company. Be a part of it. We can talk about this.
I can't.
Bruce, I'll ask one last time. Please.
I'm sorry, Philip, but I can't have a public face right now. I can't explain. Bruce Wayne has to be dead.
If you insist, Bruce. But I have to disagree. That's right, everyone. This is the surprise I've invited you to share with me. My dear nephew Bruce Wayne has returned to the city his family helped build and continues to build through Wayne Enterprises.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear! Philip, what the hell are you doing?
When my father came to that cave in Mexico to get me, Bruce, I didn't want to go. We fought. In fact, I split my head open fighting with him. I still have the metal plate. The point is, he was right, and you have something you have to do. This is me, coming to your cave and dragging you out. Bruce, there you are! Bruce, Vicky Vale, Gotham Gazette. So first things first, why are you back? Bruce, you can't keep running, Bruce.
No way out there, Mr. Wayne.
Do I know you?
Edward Nigma. I'm your uncle's advisor. Have you ever seen the real one?
The real what?
The Sphinx, of course.
One time, long ago. So, this was your advice regarding me then? The party?
No, actually, I suggested something else. But your uncle disagreed. If you're looking for the exit, it's up ahead, through the aviary wing.
Is that supposed to be a riddle?
What makes you say that?
The museum has no aviary wing, and I don't have time for this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wayne. I guess I got carried away at the spirit of this room. You know, the ancient Egyptians were responsible for some of the first board games. They sometimes asked to be buried with their games above their riches. My favorite has this design that looks almost like the Ouroboros, the circular beast that recreates itself by eating its own parts. Not that different from what your uncle is trying to do, actually. Although, if he keeps going about it the way he is, he'll have no arms left.
No arms? Is that supposed to mean something, Nigma?
Everything means something. Or should, I think. Don't you?
You're saying my uncle is giving away arms to the Red Hood?
You're clever, Mr. Wayne. You're sure you don't want to run this company?
Why would he give them away? They're killers, terrorists.
I suppose he thinks, against my judgment, that he can give away some small pieces to keep them from coming after the bigger ones.
He let them in. They won't stop, you know. What else did he give them? Tell me, damn it!
I'm afraid we've no more room, Mr. Wayne. Or at least, no more room to ourselves, see?
I think he's in here! Bruce! Bruce! You can tell Philip I'm coming for him, Nigma.
I already did. He doesn't listen to me anymore. Where are you going, Mr. Wayne?
The exit. You said earlier it was through the aviary wing up ahead. But there is no aviary wing. Egyptian sphinxes are some of the only sphinxes with no wings. Most have wings like birds on their backs. Up ahead. Try harder next time, Nigma.
If only there were going to be one. If only there were going to be one.
Thank you. Alfred, are you there? It's worse than I realized. Much worse. If you're there, please pick up. I was wrong, Alfred. I need to act. I need to do something. Tonight. We didn't get to go to the party, Brucey. So we thought we'd throw you one of our own. A shame, too. You give a good tip. Bruce! Bruce, can you hear me? It's too dark to see. I can't find you, son. Bruce, where are you? Where are you? Bruce, help me find you. What do you see down there? Can you see? Wait, I see you. I'm coming, Bruce. I have you. Yep, I have you, Bruce. There you go. Quite a collection of old weapons you have in this room, pal. Exciting stuff. All you're missing is the pit, a couple of lions. Man, the fun we could have. You should never have come back, Bruce. Ah! Ah! Ugh! Ugh! It must have been the worst day of your life, the day they died. Well, I mean, besides today, of course. I'm sure this'll shock you, Bruce, but the truth is, it changed my life, too. Your parents' deaths changed my life forever. Martha and Thomas Wayne, scions of the city, do-gooders, titans, gunned down by a nobody, over nothing, for no reason. I remember my foster parents buying a lock for the door. The next day, our neighbors came home with a Saturday night special. Because at the end of day, what people are afraid of is the nothing of it, Bruce. The randomness, the empty center. Stare into it and try to find meaning. You'll go mad. All you can do is fear and survive. It's the truth. That's what this gang is, you see, Bruce. I came up with the idea for it in the wake of your parents' death. In that wonderful moment, that true moment, right after. See, we wear the red hood to court the wolf, rather than hide. Eat us, we say. Eat us all. Now, once in a while, someone will come along and bang their head against the futility of it, and that's always exciting. For example, there's this one man we've been fighting lately, a real card. You remind me of him a bit. In the end, though, we'll get him, just like we got you.
We gotta get out of here, boss! The whole place is coming down!
All right. Seems we have to be going, Bruce. But thank you for leaving the theater with your parents that night. You inspired me! And now, let's hope my doing this to you will inspire some other youngster out there tonight. Here's to symmetry. Come on. Hold on, Bruce. We're almost there. It'll be over soon. There we go. We made it. It's okay, Bruce. Just rest. It's over.
You don't want to do this, Philip.
You sent that maniac after my nephew! You killed him! You killed Bruce! I barely knew him, but I can tell you he was a better man than both of us!
No argument there, but it needed to happen.
I was pressuring him. He would have come around.
Well, no, he wouldn't have. His parents were killed in an alley with a gun. He would have come for the company. He would have taken it from you. It's not even 5 moves away. It's 2 moves away. I did you a favor.
Here's what's 1 move away.
Oh, come on, Philip. You don't want to do this. I end up a stain on the pavement. People come asking questions about me. And you don't want it out there that someone with my past was working as your strategist. What are you going to do? Destroy all the computers in the office before the police arrive?
Who says I need to destroy them? After all, you always worked on a closed loop. Nothing of all yours ever left our server. So really, all I'd need to do is erase the record of you from this room. And so if there were some way of doing that, say, maybe a powerful AC magnet beneath the floor right here, maybe one that could be turned on with a password, a word only I knew, well then, it'd be pretty simple to wipe out all traces of you before any investigation even began, wouldn't it?
Well, touché, Philip. But still, you're not a killer.
Don't tell me what I am! You know my family. It's history. You know what things we've done here in Gotham. What makes you think I won't? Always so many steps ahead of everyone, Edward. Sitting up here in your little web. Well, what do you have to say about this outcome? Huh?
Just one thing. Kane.
Ah! The password? How did you...
Heavy as the head that wears the crown, eh, Philip? If only you'd had that plate in your skull installed a year later. It'd be stainless steel and non-magnetic. Well, unfortunately, I think it's time for us to part ways. You may consider this my resignation. The biggest shame is, I really believe that had you listened to me, we could have made this company something special. I guess I'll just have to try with the Powers family. I suppose I'll see you on the other side of the game board.
Go on then, but just know that for all your posturing, all your strategy and gameplay, you're still nothing but a shadow, forced to hide behind your alias. No one will ever know your name in this city. So what good is all that intelligence and maneuvering if no one knows it's you? Edward Nigma is and always will be nothing but an empty question mark.
Goodbye, Philip.
Bruce, just stay still. You're practically held together by thread right now. I'm sorry, I'm rusty. You need to rest, Bruce. The blows you took to the skull. At least wait until the swelling recedes and you're clear-headed. I just wanted to be home, Alfred. You didn't have to do this. You know, when it happened, when your parents were shot, I remember being at the hospital where they were taken afterwards. I remember speaking with the doctor, and he told me that even if they'd been shot in the hospital, in the cardiac ward, the severity of the wounds would have been lethal. The thing is, I was on the battlefield, Bruce, and I was good. There were times when I was sure, no, when everyone was sure that someone was done for, and I was able to... What I'm trying to say is that we might disagree, we might fight, but no matter what, I'll always be here to patch you up. That much I promise. Father, I'm failing. I thought I knew how to do this, but I'm lost. I've squandered what our family built, and I've fought my war foolishly. If there is a way back, Father, if there is, what is it? How do I do it? I can't wait any longer. There's no more time! Show me. Show. What do you see down there, Bruce? What do you see? The lifeblood of this city runs beneath that house. What did the city tell you to be? Yes, I see. Yes, Father. I shall become a bat. All right, then. How do I look? Aerodynamic, sir. This is madness, you know, Alfred. The thing we're building down here. Oh, quite, sir. But the best kind. The kind this city rewards.
Come on, take the damn thing already. I'm getting old waiting on you.
Slow down, will ya? It's pressurized gas. You hang it around like that and the cooling disc will fall off and...
And what? It's oxygen. We'll all breathe a little cleaner is all.
Stop it!
I'm just kidding. What are you anyway, a chemist?
As a matter of fact, I am. So, I'm a high school chemistry teacher in the Narrows, and
Whoa, I don't want to know, man. What the hell's wrong with you? You know the rules?
I'm sorry, let's just get this over with. The police have an easy view of us up here.
Police, eh? I know what you're scared of. He's coming to get you, school teacher. Coming to get us all.
Look, I heard he took 7 of us down last night. I have a family. I was blackmailed into this, man. My identity gets out there and I can't...
The cops made him up, or the Falcons as a Hail Mary. Get over it. Believe me, there's nothing lurking in the shadows. But Hood 67, listen. My people have lived here 8 generations. 8. Since this whole neighborhood was Dutch farmland. Since damn woolly black sheep stood where our truck is parked. And believe me, it's always something in Gotham. Witches, owls, none of them are real. Never were, never will be. Especially not some demon man out to fight crime. So, listen to me when I tell you that all that's real is this, the Red Hood Gang. I know, because I'm native roots, and I know this, place. 67? Where do you go? Guys?
Psst. Hey, you. Native roots, come closer. My bat, it still needs a head.
What do you want with this city, Batman? Ooh-wee! Have I been reading fantastic things in the newspaper these past few weeks. Most fantastic thing this week was about something happening here, around town. You know what it concerned? The seaport. That's right. Seems the mayor's office announced plans to build a new seaport and park right here off Gotham's South End. They tried building up this place once before, back when I was a boy. Unfortunately, the famous 4th of July hurricane wrecked the whole area, tore apart their plans. But amazingly, now they're back at it. And you know why? Because of this. Liquid courage. See, it's a new kind of concrete, developed just this year. It's silica-based, not Portland. You inject carbon dioxide into the treated silica and it hardens into a mixture 28 times faster than conventional concrete does. It's over twice as strong, too. They figure the gods can huff and puff, but this stuff will rebuff them. And who knows? It might! But there are still a lot of questions about the material. The most important to me personally being, how does the stuff taste? Seems they're still chewing. Any of you want to try? No? Good. Because you know what silica is at its base? It's sand. This city will tear down your plans like our gang. It's out to show you that there is no point. Now, this bat person seems to disagree with this philosophy. He seems to want to build. If you feel as he does, you're welcome to join him in his mission. Hell, you can be there at the start of it. You can be the first bricks in his new city of sand!
They're planning something, Alfred. He is. You see a pattern? Yes. No. I see the makings of one. Their biggest crews are stealing chemicals, a store of sulfuric acid, a truck filled with isopropyl alcohol-based cleaner. But the smaller crews are taking things right and left. They're stepping up rapidly, but taking material that's useless, nonsensical. Paint, ice cream powder, Too random. They're trying to cover the chemical thefts with these other ones. Drown them out. This man, Red Hood 1, he has some endgame in mind. I know he does. And my fear is that Batman has sped it up. I can't see it though, Alfred. I can't get purchase on it from here. It sounds very random, sir. You'll just need to go higher, sir. All the way to the top. Nice view.
Yeah. My God, I'm so sorry, Bruce. I'm sorry for all of it. I never meant for things to turn out this way. If I could go back and...
I know, Philip, but you need to listen to me. The Red Hood gang, they're planning something. Something big. I need to know what you know about it.
I don't know anything, Bruce. They tell me nothing. I let them in the door thinking I could control things and you were right. There's no controlling them, no stopping them.
I can stop them, but I need to know more. If you don't know what they're planning, tell me what they've taken from you. I know some, but not all. I need to see the pattern.
They just take, Bruce, whatever they want. They control the records now, so they obscure it all.
But you must have secret ways of tracking, for safety.
We used to. We tag everything we make with a tiny magnetic signature. If something leaves a designated facility, it pings the system. Only I and a couple other men knew about it. 2 days ago, Red Hood 1 dismantled it. I have no way of knowing anything anymore. I tried warning the police, but members of the gang came and did this.
I'm sorry, Philip. Can you at least give me access to the system?
Here, please. Keys to the kingdom. I'm afraid I've left it in disrepair, to say the least.
Philip, look. If you want to stay with us at the manor, I'm saying we're family.
No, I'm fine. It's too late for all that now. Funny, you know. I had this moved here when I first took over. It's cut from the bedrock of Gotham. I thought it'd be a nice symbol. Had a hell of a time chopping it out, though. It's mica schist, one of the best rocks to build on, but one of the most difficult to shape. It's as tough as it comes, no flexibility, singularly itself through and through, and it's unforgiving.
Yes, it is.
Why did you do it, Bruce? Why'd you come back again? You could have stayed dead this time for real. You'd have what you wanted.
No, I thought I would, but I wouldn't.
Oh, Pennyworth. So that's it, eh? The old bastard has you coming out of your cave.
No, I wouldn't go quite that far. Watch your steps, Alfred. The rungs are slippery. So long as you don't install a fire pole, I'll manage, sir. The cave roof over there. It's nearly at surface. With a little work, we'll create an entrance from inside the study. A cave hole in the study. Lovely. What have you found? Here, the Red Hood gang has been raiding basically every Wayne depot in the city. There's barely anything they haven't hit. Barely? Yes, and that's the thing. This facility here, it's full of material you'd think the gang would want, but they haven't touched it. It's basically the only Wayne site left alone. Why would they... Oh, no. But with access to I know, Alfred. Plus, given what they've stolen so far, I just realized it moments ago, too. I know what they're planning, and when they're going to do it. I just don't know how to stop it. You must, sir. The facility is heavily guarded, but perhaps if you... I don't know, if Batman... I don't think Batman can handle this one, Alfred. I don't think he should, either. But, sir, I think this is a job for someone else. Sir, you're not going to believe this one. Excuse me, Commissioner Loeb.
I'm busy, Officer Kvyat. By the way, though, fun fact, did you know bat spit is good for your heart? It's true.
No, sir, I did not, but I thought you might want to know. On the news, there's someone claiming to know something about the Red Hood gang.
Wow, sounds fascinating. Let me guess, is this someone Dent again?
Because no, sir, it's Bruce Wayne.
Wayne? The man's dead. His corpse is either very rug-like, buried under tons of rubble, or very sponge-like, lost to the waterways below. Even his doorman, Penny whatever, said he was
I know, but he's on television right now claiming to have some bombshell to reveal.
Rich folk, always craving the spotlight.
Well, he's got it. It's a zoo down there. You want me to get the car?
What? Are you crazy? Send someone who deserves a headache. Send Gordon.
Bruce Wayne alive? The 25-year-old billionaire was declared legally dead years ago after leaving Gotham. But now, it seems, he's alive and well, despite recent reports that he'd been killed in an explosion in Crime Alley, where he'd been said to have taken up residence. Now, Mr. Wayne is back, it seems. The big question on everyone's mind is, what does he have to say? Mr. Wayne!
Why did you stay away from Gotham for so long? Did you leave a family behind, and is it true your parents left you in excess of— Hello. A lot of you don't know me, but my name is Bruce Wayne, and I'm here today to ask you something. Just one thing, and it's this. What do you love about Gotham City? No, I mean it. You out there, everyone looking at this broadcast, what do you love about this city? I mean, it's an awful place to live. You can say that again, right? I mean, it's terrible. It's unaffordable, dangerous, and full of rain. It's a monster. So why? Why do you love it? The truth is, only you know why you stay here, why you put up with this place. Or maybe you don't know. I didn't know why I came back until just a little while ago. But standing here today, right now, I can tell you why I love it. I love it because it's a city people come to because they want to become something more than what they are. I used to come here after school and imagine this great person I might one day become. And what I'm saying is, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's why. We come here to Gotham because it's transformative. This place. We come here with our dreams, and the city, it looks at us with its unblinking stone eye. An eye that sees all our faults, everything we're afraid is true about ourselves, and it says, try. I dare you. And then Gotham stares you down, doesn't it? More than any other city in the world. It fights you, challenges you to give up, to leave, to fall down and die. But you don't. No. Because deep down you know that if you stand up to the challenge, if you walk through the fire, you will emerge changed. Burned down to that self you knew was there all along. The one you came here to be. The hero. That's why I came back, despite what happened to my parents. Because it's a city where we're in it together, where we're comrades in arms. But recently, things have changed. I look around and instead of defiance, I see fear in people's eyes. The city has gone from being a place of challenge to one of terror. All because of the Red Hood gang. A group that tells you to give up because your lives mean nothing and don't matter. Not long ago, they tried to kill me, and they almost did. But I'm here today to tell you that I'm not afraid of them, and you shouldn't be either. This is our challenge, to stop them, to stop their plan, because they do have a plan, a terrible plan. And it all begins here, at this building behind me. Ace Chemical. Inside this facility, the Red Hood gang is concocting what I believe to be a toxic chemical cocktail. A radioactive flesh-eating poison that they plan on exploding at different locations around the city. It's true, and they plan on doing it soon, too. Tomorrow night. I know this because I've met the man in charge of this gang, Red Hood 1, and I know his plan because he told me that.
What in... Everyone get down!
Hey, Alfred. It's time. Working on it, sir. Alfred, we only have... I'd remind you I'm new to this, sir. There. Thanks. Keep your eyes on the bay gates.
We have an open door! Come on! Be tough, be fast, and be careful! The place is a giant damn dirty bomb!
Alfred, it's worse than I imagined. Yep, it is. How sweet of you, Bruce. We threw you a party at your place on your big night. So you decided to throw us one on ours. Very thoughtful. Let's just make it a little more exclusive, shall we? Shut the doors!
Hurry! There! Damn it! Get these open!
Blow them?
Son, there are tons of toxic flammable chemicals in there! Just open them!
I must say, I'm impressed, Bruce. Figuring this out on your own, I suppose you got your uncle to cough up the keys to the tracking hub, saw the shape of things. But realizing that we were enacting the plan tomorrow on the anniversary of your parents' death, and now charging in here like a one-man cavalry, I've got a newfound respect for you, Haas. The place is surrounded, Hood. Give this up. Surrounded by who? By cops? I have half of them in the gang, Bruce. No. See, here's what's going to happen. Right now, we're loading what we can of our cocktail, as you called it, onto trucks. It's not quite ready yet. Still bubbling, toiling, and troubling. But so be it. Those trucks will exit this place through the back tunnels where there will be no resistance, seeing as no one's had time to set any up. Once the trucks leave, we will too. And your friends, the good old GCPD, will rush in just as the whole place, well, goes boom! And honestly, I'm glad you're here to see this. At the end, the circle opened 15 years ago with your parents' deaths, and now it closes with yours here tonight. Tomorrow it will open again with a new Gotham. A Gotham awake to the truth of things. The ugly, wonderful truth. You're so full of shit. Is that so? You don't stand for any truth at the heart of anything. You pretend you do. Talking about the randomness of life, the meaninglessness. But it's all a sham. My parents' death might have been meaningless, but their lives were anything but. And yes, it all might end at any moment for any of us, in violence or not. But what matters is what we do before that. The lives we lead. And yours is an abomination. You're just an evil man pretending to have a cause. Maybe there's no need to keep you around, Bruce. I mean, you know how all of this is going to end. And so, maybe it's best for the circle to close?
What's going on? The cops got the power?
No, they couldn't have. We made sure.
Now, while the power's down, get that door open!
I got nothing. You?
It's pitch black. We're blind to rights. Station, we're circling back to get a better look. Yes, a massive outage. They're saying the whole neighborhood... Donnie, are you seeing what I'm seeing? 54, you have the bag with the night vision goggles. Got him, coming your way. I lost Wayne. I can't find him. All right, Bruce, where'd you run off to? Oh, he's there, on the catwalk. Get him! Got him! Come here, you! Ah! What in? Come, Mr. Wayne. You see that? Something took him! Boss, there's something in here with us. Boss! Now. Ah! Oh, my eyes! Ah! Where the hell did it go? What is it, man? Is it him?
Damn right it is! It's him! It's the bat!
Hello there. Take him down, all of you! The trucks are almost loaded. Ah! Ah, that's it. Jump away. Jump like a little bit. Ah! Hold it. I mean it, you. Don't move a damn muscle. Who's moving? Everyone, I got him. Now get up here and tear him apart. Base, how are we doing? Not so well, sir. They're readying the trucks. I can't promise I'll have control of the bay doors by the time... Noted. Back to work, then. Ah! My arm! You broke the bone! Bones, plural. Out of my way! Let me take him. I'll gore him like a bull. Welcome to the rodeo, ass. Yeehaw. Oh. He's down there! Gun, go. Get him! Sir, I'm seeing Red Hood 1 by the bottom of the stairs. I can't hear you. The connection is bad. Sir, he's got a high caliber pistol. Sir, you'll have to... What? You're not coming through. Enough, Dad. No more. Red Hood 347. I'm going to assume that was a stray shot and forgive you. I'm still going to kill you, of course, but you're forgiven. 347. No! We're in. Take them in. Every single one. And no shots if you can help it. Everything in this place is ready to... No! Get in the trucks! Take what you can! Now! Didn't you hear what I said? Get in! The bay doors are locked! They're not responding! Oh, they're responding just fine. Huh. And so go plans. Please, don't be... Philip. Freeze! You will not leap, fly, or hang upside down. You will surrender quietly, or I will shoot you. Do you understand? Yo, it's him. It's the bat. You need to step back, now. Ha! Is that so? Because... Ah! Because... He's getting away, Lieutenant! Hell with him, Ramirez! We have bigger fish to fry! Get everyone you can out of here! The whole place is going to blow! So long, bats. Looks like we both lost this one, but better luck next time, eh? No, you idiot! You'll... Are you there? I'm in bad shape. Base, are you...
Ah!
Ugh!
Ah! Go on, then. But no, you can't win. Everything you stand for, this city...
Shut up!
It's you under there, isn't it? My little vigilante. It seems you've evolved.
The railing! It won't hold! Damn it, give me your hand!
Oh, that's no fun.
Come on, now! It's over!
Ha! Wouldn't you like to think so? No, see, it's only just beginning.
Are you certain the screen is big enough, sir? Batman doesn't do subtle, Alfred. No, I suppose he doesn't, but he does do clever, it seems. After all, it was quite sharp of him, this Batman, at the Ace Chemical Factory, looping and overlaying the feed of the Wayne Tech night vision goggles the Red Hood gang was using to create the illusion that Bruce Wayne was still on the catwalk. Thanks. Batman's legend begins with the rescue of Bruce Wayne. Their separation is cemented into the foundation of the mythos. That's the idea, at least. Still, part of me gives it about a week before they figure it out. You're sharing the jail cell with me, you know, when they slam the door. Fair enough. Speaking of closing the door on matters, I see the police have discovered the identity of the Red Hood leader. I'm relieved you can put that matter to rest, finally. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Oh? No body was recovered from the vat at Ace, but it seems a couple deep members of the Red Hood gang did have a suspicion as to who Red Hood 1 was under the helmet. The man they all pointed to was a thug from the Narrows, a man named Liam Distel. And now Distel is still out there, albeit crippled by his fall into... No, that's the problem. Liam Distel's body was discovered yesterday. It was stuffed into a barrel of lye out by Amusement Mile. Lye? Exactly. The lye dissolved the better part of his remains, meaning there's no way to tell when he was killed and placed there. So you're saying... I'm saying that it's all a mystery, Alfred. All we know for sure is that at some point in the past year, someone murdered Distel, the original Red Hood leader, and took his place. Whether that happened months ago, weeks ago, or just days ago, we can't be sure. Meaning, for all I know, the man I've been facing down these past few weeks was switched out for some patsy reading his lines the day of the Ace Chem standoff. Or... Distel could have been killed weeks ago, and the man I've been facing is the same one who fell into that vat at Ace. There's no way of knowing. Hell, there's even a chance the man I chased up onto the roof of Ace switched places with an imposter, some poor fall guy, while the real Red Hood leader, the one who killed Distel, climbed down a fire escape and fled. Now you're just playing multiple choice with possibilities, sir. And after all, what matters is that the Red Hood gang is finished, correct? Sir? You know, thinking about what you said earlier, about the citizens of this city figuring out the connection between Bruce Wayne and Batman, I have to say, I'm not so certain they will. And why is that? Well, when I began in theatre as a young man, I remember being very concerned with the verisimilitude of every character I played. Was I using the correct dialect? Was my costume accurate? And I remember going on stage so preoccupied with these sorts of efforts to obscure the fact that it was just me, a young man from York they were watching, that I kept failing up there, failing miserably, too. I was just so afraid, Bruce, so afraid of being seen through, of being caught, that I missed the point. I missed the most important fact of it all, which is quite simply, they want to believe in you up there, Bruce. The audience wants to forget who's under the mask, but they don't want to forget because of obfuscation. No, they want to forget it's you by virtue of the passion of your performance. They want to be transported, Bruce. Transported to a world where bigger truths are at work, and anything can happen. A world where the impossible is possible. Batman can be something like that for them, Bruce. Someone transporting. Someone who defies every damn rule of logic that governs their lives. What I'm saying is, if you play Batman right, they won't want to figure out who's beneath the cowl. That's the key. And you're doing it. You're playing him beautifully, if I do say so myself. Alfred, I never said I'm sorry. Neither did I. But let me say that I think... no, I know your parents would be proud of you, Bruce. You're still sharing the jail cell with me. And that's Master Bruce, Alfred. Some etiquette, please. Forgive me, sir.
Well, hello, Gotham.
What the...
Hello, you. And you down there. Hello, all of you. My name, in case you're wondering, is Nigma, Edward Nigma. But you can call me the Riddler. And I am here to make you smarter. It's my mission, my calling, my duty. So let's start, shall we? Now, riddle me this, Gotham. There are two sisters. Each gives birth to the other. Who are they? No? I'll give you a hint. It's the riddle of...
The riddle of the Sphinx. The lesser-known second riddle.
Here's your hint. One sister says...
I am the day.
And the other sister says...
I am the night.
So, bring on the dark, dark night. All right, Gotham. Time to get smart. You're going to have to do better than that, or the city dies for real. Now, let the games begin.
Rio de Janeiro. Bruce. Age 19. This is insane, Miguel.
Yes, my boy, that is precisely the point. Precisely. Hang left.
The cars we practiced with were dull and plain, I know. Gray pigeons. I was going to say inconspicuous. But this monster, all the tricks you've taught me over the last 6 weeks, color cover, crowd ducking, how do you expect me to lose them in this thing?
See, but that's today's lesson, Bruce. The final one. I don't expect you to lose them. I expect you to thrill them.
Thrill them? They're Policia, Don Miguel. They're not out to be thrilled.
I once drove my car through the National Gallery in Peru, stole 14 million Incan artifacts without ever dropping under 30 miles per hour. My car was gold-plated, bright as a mirror. A 700-year-old statue of Initi, the sun god, in the passenger seat. And yet, they didn't catch me. Why, Bruce? Because when they see a car like this, a car from dreams, with a touch of magic to it. The truth is, they won't catch you, Bruce, because deep down, they don't want to. They want to chase you, but they don't want to catch you. They want to believe in you, see? They want you to get away.
Yeah, well, you could have fooled me.
Oh, they're just acting, Bruce. They want us to break their little chain. Now, let's see if this beautiful darling was worth stealing in the first place.
Damn it!
What the? Boy, what are you doing? That weapon is worth $1.6 million. This is not what you've been taught. You are breaking the rules.
I'm more of an improviser, Miguel.
Slow down. You'll kill us both.
No, I won't.
Ave Maria, Jane de Gracia. Oh, Senora Carrasco. No, I've never been trapped in my life, you idiot schoolboy. I knew I should have refused you, but I was...
Thanks for the lesson, Don Miguel. You've killed 23 police officers in 13 countries over the last 3 years.
It's him! It's really him! Don Miguel, we have him!
And some things you can't get away from. Location unknown. Age 21. My head. Sergey, are you out there? I can't see a damn thing. Well, crap. These blunt little tools, you've been building them for months, Bruce. Tinkering, perfecting, and... why? I'm doing exactly what you taught me, Sergey. This technology is as sophisticated as any militaries in the world. Oh, little military trinkets I was making back in the Cold War. Oh, Maxwell, the boy is hopeless. You told me the broad parameters of your final test. Closed room, limited oxygen supply. All I'll have with me is what I've spent the last 6 months working on to get out, or I'll die. I've prepared for every eventuality. I've perfected each of these tools. They will do the job. You can't beat me here. It's not possible. Now, damn, half the components are missing. None of this is operational. Okay, think, Bruce. Think. What are you going to do? You're going to die. And that crusty old Russian's going to feed you to his damned monkey. Impossible, eh? That is why you sought me out, no? To learn the impossible. And yet, you are so wrapped up in the outcome, in your planning. You are inflexible. You do not allow yourself to make new connections. You do not allow the impossible. Steady your breathing. You can make 10 minutes of air last an hour. You know that much. Just think. Be flexible. What can I do with this crap? No, there isn't enough power. Keep thinking. Maybe if I amplify the sonic blast. This is crazy. Not crazy enough, Bruce. What is the problem, Maxwell? He is smart, yes. I would have hired him as an underling back in the Kremlin, given him a little kernel of the idea. He would have cracked it, improved it. But he's no dreamer. He would have never produced something new. Wanna bet? I used the motor for the Quake boots to overclock the sonic radar system in the eye set by 10,000 decibels. Built them into the gloves. Took a few tries to find a shatter point, but I broke through and dug. It was thrilling, wasn't it? Actually, I think it burst one of my eardrums. Not the escape, boy. That moment. That perfect moment you let go of your rigid concepts of what was possible. When there was nothing left to do but step beyond anything you'd learned before. When you stopped being a poor mimic and became an explorer of the mind. How did that feel? Empowering. Yes, yes, as it should. Power lies in the impossible. Doing the impossible is the very origin of this art. Imagine the ancients when compelled to do something new for the first time, when their mighty kings told them to build wonders that the world had never seen before. They could not rely on what had been done before. They had to create. They had to break out of the rigidity of the contemporary mindsets. That is why your test was here. That is what I wanted to show you. When you can wield the impossible, you can create wonders. 106 miles northeast of Harstad, Norway.
A single deathmatch has never lasted this long before. 28 hours straight. Each hour we've added another combatant in accordance with the rules, but we've run out of fighters. This can't continue much longer. Your rounds only ever ran 16 minutes 34 seconds, 12 minutes 7 seconds. And that's not counting the time I threw the last pitmaster in and took the tournament for myself. But quiet now, Christopher. You're distracting me. I don't want to miss it all crashing down. I want to see it in that brat's eyes. When he realizes he's going to have to kill, or he'll die.
Age 24.
I can practically feel the pain radiating from your body up here. You know there's only one way to make this stop.
This was not the lesson we discussed, my queen.
It is the lesson you needed to learn most of all, young man. You came to me to be taught how to use your body, this soft, weak thing to wage war. And I've taught you, but to wage war without death, there's simply no way to win without it. You might win battles, but not the war. No, your opponents will keep coming back again and again and again, because they know you'll never go all the way. So keep going, Banian, or whatever your real name is. By all means. In fact, here. But believe me when I tell you that this war, here in this pit, it's not going to stop because you want it to. It'll go on and on and on, until you learn what you need to learn.
Come on, then.
Poor thing.
I said, come on!
Allow more men in. I can't, ma'am. They won't go. He's crazy. Some kind of demon. Can't feel my... Get me out of here! Get me out! What do you mean? They have to! I'm sorry, they just won't. They're scared of him, ma'am. They're afraid.
Nigeria. I'm just saying, no thread, no gumdrops, no breadcrumbs. I am the choir preacher, but if this place exists and he's a part of it, you know we need to... Wait! Look! There in the sand! Well, God bless Satcom. What is it, man? Wow. Holy door in the floor. Slow, bud. There's no telling what's inside.
Where is he? We lost him? Tell me we didn't lose him. Damn it, talk to me, boys. We're blind up here. Bastard ran some program, scrambled our cameras. All we can see is bats. Boys!
Car 27, sir. We think we're behind him.
You think?
We believe he went into the tunnel of 5th. We're pursuing en masse.
5th? Ha! Well, thank the lords of luck. If he's in that tunnel, we have him. Car 39 and company, you're all in place? Perfect, perfect! I got a box of M33 frags my daddy brought back from the service. Lemon candies. I can't wait to drop a piece of candy in the driver's seat of the car that freak drives. So, you see him?
Not yet, sir.
Ha! Get ready to walk the tunnel for him. I'll bet he took one look at you all and turned tail. I'm telling you, you play chicken with this department, you end up eating chicken
sir? What? What is it? You see him?
Oh, we see him, sir.
And he sees you?
I would assume so, sir.
So he's slowing down?
He's speeding up, sir.
Should I prepare the static bond tires, sir?
Alfred, you have found your calling.
While I appreciate your
Just embrace it.
Car 39, do you copy? What is it? What's happening?
It's doing something, sir.
Doing something? Well, what the hell is it doing? It's just a car. Car 27, Valdez, talk to me. What is it doing?
Leaping, sir.
Leaping?
No, sir. Now it's clinging.
Clinging? Clinging to what? Clinging, leaping, what the hell else is it doing? Tell me it's not escaping. Boys! Unit 8, at least tell me that freak didn't leave the crime scene too disturbed. Gordon! Oh, it's disturbed, Commissioner. Believe me. But no visible evidence of tampering by the Batman. At first glance, it appears he was just here to look, nothing more. Well, you keep looking too, Gordon. There has to be some sign of him there. Something we can use to track the shit down. Yeah, I'll make it a top priority, sir. Gordon, I'm... You ever break a bone, Harvey?
Sure.
First one I broke, I was 14 in Chicago, jumping a fence to get away from a truant officer. My femur. I'll never forget the pain. Can you imagine it? Every bone in your body breaking, growing, and twisting until you die like this?
I take it you don't think he did this, Lieutenant? The Bat?
Maybe, but what kind of murderer kills someone and then returns to the crime scene to check for clues?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe the kind crazy enough to dress up like a bat? I'm just saying. He comes to town, blacks out a few city blocks, then this Riddler shows up, blacks out the whole city. He starts dressing like Halloween, skeleton corpses start popping up. You know, if the papers were up and running, it's all they'd be saying.
And now you're actually making me grateful for the blackout, Officer Bullock. Look at that.
Look, maybe the Bat was here to clean up after himself. The one 2 days ago, that Dr. Culver, death by the same M.O., injected with bone juice right before his lab was torched. The Bat was there at that one, too. I mean, until he wasn't.
Until he wasn't. Right.
All I mean is, if it walks like a bat, talks like a bat, then hey.
Bats don't walk or talk, Detective. Now listen to me. A terrorist just crippled the city. The whole thing. From the looks of it, there's a major storm bearing down on the area. Renee. According to the pretty people on the news, old Renee could even be a superstorm. Meanwhile, Loeb has cops looking for a vigilante instead of protecting the peace, which means the city is a devil's playground right now. Blacked out, panicked, wild. So, anyone helping, and I mean anyone, lunatic or not, anyone providing a little light in the darkness, they get a pass. For now, at least, I'm concerned with the ones hurting people, like the madman injecting people with whatever the hell makes bones into beanstalks. Which brings us back to poor Dr. Podgy, speculative botanist, whatever that means, for Wayne Enterprises. We got any witnesses?
Just one.
No! No, this can't be happening. Dr. Isley, please, you can't be here.
Pamela Isley, research assistant. Seems more upset about losing the plants, honestly.
Touching. And she saw the killer? What is she saying?
Nothing, really. She says she saw someone she didn't recognize enter with a valid pass about an hour before the body was found.
I imagine a lot of unknown people come and go with valid passes at a facility this size. What made this person so special to Dr. Isley?
Well, it was dark, obviously, and she didn't get a good look, but she said he looked, skeletal.
Skeletal? Drinking his own moonshine, maybe, whoever he is. Well, one thing's for certain, Officer Bullock. This city is even stranger in the dark.
We're going to have to do something about them, sir. The bats. If you plan on putting expensive equipment down here, I can't keep cleaning. I've taken care of it, Alfred. Fair enough. That's the signal jammer, I take it? It is. When Nigma, or the Riddler as he's calling himself, caused the blackout, he did it by sending a calculated surge through a central hub of the grid beneath Midtown. The surge wrecked that whole section of the grid itself. Luckily, Gotham Light and Power is close to repairing it. Shouldn't be more than a couple days, hopefully before the storm hits. The thing is, I met Nigma. I know him. Or I've known men like him. This blackout, he posed it as a riddle to the city. He wants us to turn the power back on, so he can attack the grid again, in some new way, like pulling strings. Whatever he has planned, I imagine it'll involve another electrical attack of some kind. This jammer should be enough to block anything he plans on enacting. It's duplex, powerful, and it'll filter out anything it reads as a surge. I just need to finish it up and hide it in the hub. Can you toss me that shirt, Alfred? Of course, sir. My scar from the Ace Chemical fall healed better than I expected. First real kiss of Gotham. Yes, a first kiss. Alfred, what's wrong? What? Nothing, I'm sorry, sir. Here. And the murder investigation? The results of the blood samples from both victims are in, and what they tell me doesn't make sense. I've isolated a formula that must have been injected into them on site. Dr. Del Paggi and Dr. Bill Kelver, both Wayne Enterprises researchers. The biochemistry is more advanced than anything I've encountered before. I'm not sure how it does it, but it forces the bones to grow out radically until the subject is practically ripped apart from the inside. But that's not the most interesting thing about it. I ran the formula through several databases, seeing who might have developed it. And it was us. Wayne Enterprises holds the patent on the closest thing to the formula. It was developed by a Dr. Carl Helfern. One of Philip's men. I can't tell. All record of him has been erased. But you can start to see a motive there if you squint long enough. A former Wayne scientist killing current Wayne scientists. Helfern could be the man behind all of this. I dug for any record in Gotham of bone-related research. All I could find was a trail of horrors. A string of illegal labs where lab animals were ripped apart by their own malformed skeletons. No one was ever arrested, but whoever's behind the incidents earned himself the nickname Dr. Death. Dr. Death? Pleasant. If Helfern is this Dr. Death, how are you going to find him? I'm going to talk to the only man in Gotham who might know something about him. It seems you have everything covered, sir. Perhaps you should consider informing the police department. No. You seem determined to make them your enemy, Master Bruce. I gave them a fleet of dirigibles to spy on them. I don't trust them, Alfred. The force was full of corruption before the Red Hood gang infiltrated it. Even with the Red Hood gone now, who knows? To my mind, there isn't anyone on the force worth a damn.
Please, go on, Mr. Wayne.
Lieutenant Gordon, you surprised me. Is there something you need?
Need? Well, first I'd like to tell you that it's good to see you back in town, and tell you what a brave thing I think you did at Ace Chemical, standing up to the Red Hood gang like that. I think your parents...
Lieutenant, I'm in a bit of a rush, so if you'll excuse me...
Mr. Wayne... Bruce, listen, I know that what happened that night. I know you're angry with me for my part, but there are secrets about what really...
Your part? Lieutenant, I know all the things you thought no one would learn. The things you covered up. So don't ever talk to me about that night again, unless you're ready for some true ugliness.
Fine. But 2 of your scientists are dead, injected with some serum that made their damn bones grow out of their skin. There are bigger things at work here than you and me.
Like I said, I have to go.
Fine, Mr. Wayne. Just one question. What's down there?
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious about old houses. I can hear the generators. You keeping the house running from there?
We were just, why don't you take a look? Go on. Sir, it's fine, Alfred. He wants to see. Let him.
All right.
You should get that looked at, Lieutenant Gordon. The generators for the grounds are too cumbersome to keep in the manor. We keep them in storage below. Only problem is, they attract bats. We were down there spraying. Now, I'm sure you have better places to be. I know I do. Gotham University, School of Engineering. Lucius Fox. Who's there? As I live and breathe. Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry I didn't come earlier, Mr. Fox. Please, it's Lucius. You look tired. Good and tired. But then you came back to a city about 5 minutes before it collapsed. It's been intense. This is where you work. Prototypical and applied engineering, plasma netting, vegetarian jet engines like that one. I started up here after your uncle fired me. It's, what it is. I know my father trusted you more than anyone at the company. He said you were the smartest man he ever met. I appreciate the praise, Bruce, but I assume you didn't come here on a dark and stormy night to stroke my old ego. I'm here about a scientist you hired. Elfern. Yes. He was part of a group I brought in when your uncle first took over. There were 5 of them. Kelver, Paji, Brooker, Deeds, and him. Elfern was the real genius of the bunch. He worked in nanomedicine, and he had a vision for a serum that would bond to the bone cellular matrix and make the fibers, reactive. Reactive? Treated bones would react to trauma by suddenly hardening at the point of impact, even growing new cells. The implications were tremendous. A soldier's skull protecting his brain from a bullet. But it was, unstable, uncontrollable. Elfern became even more so. What happened to him? Last I heard, he was working for various black boxes around the city. Secret, privately funded, unregulated labs, still working on his serum. There is one other thing that's important to know about the serum, Bruce. It was my project as much as his! What did you... I'm sorry, Bruce, but he's coming. Dr. Death is coming and you're not going to be able to stop him. No one will, old friend, because, believe me when I say, this city's never seen anything like me, and I'm just getting started! Copy. Dear, read me. Is anyone there? What happened? What was down there? Talk to me, damn it! What the hell is going on?
Bruce Wayne, you're under arrest.
It's the time for the truth. Why, Lucius? Why would you stab me with...
Ah! Carl, you don't have to...
Carl, Now there's a name I haven't heard in quite a while. You remember the start of it, old friend? We were all in the meeting room, the one with that wonderful view, the southern view to the bay. And you said to Mr. Kane, Carl is brilliant, yes, but he's reckless. Everything he injects dies. Lately, he doctors death and little else. The others, they just nodded these little nods. It was a Tuesday afternoon, I think. Not long before Christmas. I remember, because the bay, it was frozen this brilliant white. Carl, please, you have to listen to... You know, when you ask them, most people think the smallest bone in the body, it's the fingers or the toes. But the smallest, tiniest bone is in the ear, the stirrup bone. It's difficult to find, only 3 teensy millimeters long. But if you poke around, you can do it.
Ah! Get off him! Ah! Bruce, run! Get out of here!
Bruce Wayne.
Leave him alone! He's...
I don't know what you took, old friend, to counteract my serum, but I suppose we can do this the old-fashioned way. Come out, Mr. Wayne. I have a story to tell you. A story you'll want to hear. Mr. Wayne, you see, this story, it's about you and something terrible that happened a long time ago. It's full of things you'd want to know. Whispers, lies, and truth. Truth about a spoiled little rich boy with blood on his hands.
Hey, Sawbones. What is it they say? Sticks and stones may break my bones. Or is it jet engines? I can never remember.
Ah!
Lucius! I'm alright. We need to get out of here. The fire. It's hot. Got it. I'm sorry about the injection, Bruce. It was my own crude vaccine against Halford's serum. When I heard about Podgy and the others, I knew it was only a matter of time before Halford came for me. Then while we were talking, I saw the silent alarm go and... Lucius, less talking, more hobbling. Still, what I don't understand is why did he inject himself? And why isn't it killing him? His serum... Exit. This way, through the west corridor. Lucius, I've almost got it. There!
Leaving so soon! No, you can't. Especially not you, Mr. Wayne. I've been waiting so long to meet you after all. You know, I've only seen you in pictures, but they were from long ago, when you were a child, practically. Now, you must be, what, 25? You know, that's the age your bones finish ossifying. Oh, those soft child bones, now fused and strong. Funny, though, if you know where to look, you can still find the soft spots, like seams in the skull. Where the bones knit itself together, the seams are still there, deep like stitches, waiting to be popped open.
Step away from the billionaire and put your claws in the air. 3, 2. My God, is he... Bruce! Stay with me, Bruce! Bruce!
Your father is on the phone. Go on. The soft death awaits. Speak with him one last time. Bruce. Please, Bruce. Talk to me. Bruce, are you there? Bruce? I'm awake, Alfred. Lucius? He's all right. Just down the hall. How long have I been? The better part of a day, sir. I have to go. Actually, sir, you have to rest. You have a linear cranial fracture. I need to finish the jammer, Alfred. The mayor and the police, they'll have the power ready to go in less than 24 hours. And the Riddler, if I don't jam whatever signal he's planning to use, he'll just cripple the city again with another blackout. And with death still on the loose. Master Bruce, your skull is broken. Think about that. You're lucky there was no hemorrhaging, but had that monster held your head even half a second longer, your skull would likely have been crushed. Crushed with pieces of bone piercing your brain. Do you understand, sir? I do. Did you bring a change for me? Alfred, my formal wear? My formal wear. I don't have time for this, Al. What the...
You and I are going to talk, Mr. Wayne.
If you've been waiting around for a thank you, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed, Gordon. So you might as well go back to chasing Batman with Commissioner Loeb and company.
I could, because you're right. Even in the midst of a terrorist attack and a coming superstorm, all Loeb sees is Batman. A vigilante who's popular is an embarrassment to him. But I said it the other day. There are bigger things happening here than what's between you and me. Clearly, you're after Hellfern. Well, so am I. Not the Force, not Loeb, me, Jim Gordon. Now, you might not like me, but we're on the same team. We're both trying to stop him from killing your people. And I'm telling you, we'll get this guy if we share information. But if you hide information, you're just getting in the way of things, and I can't allow that. We need to work together here, Mr. Wayne.
You know what? You're right. I don't like you. You know what I'd really like to know, though? Huh, Gordon? Where'd you get that trench coat you always wear?
What?
You heard me. Your coat. Where'd you get it? It's nice. Luxurious.
Mr. Wayne, I just came to talk.
You said it yourself. So let's talk. Let's talk about the day it happened. How about it, Gordon? You remember it? Because I do. You escorting me from the theater, playing truant officer. You and... who was it again? What was his name? Oh, right. Detective Dan Corrigan.
Junior?
You two drove me back to the station to wait for my parents, but along the way you kept making these stops. At the 5th or 6th one, a tailor shop, I'd become really curious, and I remember asking you, why do you keep stopping everywhere?
We're just checking in, Mr. Wayne. Every car has a neighborhood to protect, and this is ours. We like to stop and make sure everyone is safe.
I remember thinking how nice that was to hear, feeling this appreciation for what you did. For you yourself, Gordon. I remember this urge I had, wanting to give you something, some gift, or a thank you. And then, lo and behold, your partner Corrigan, he got back in the car and he had a gift for you. It was almost like I had conjured it up with my own mind. This beautiful trench coat. I remember pulling away and heading toward the station, and feeling good about things. Feeling this strange sense of safety. The police were there to protect the people, and the people were grateful. What I didn't understand at the time was that the coat was just a damn payoff, like all the gifts. You weren't watching out for the people in that neighborhood. You were watching them suffer and die. Mr. Wayne, I'd warn you that we all have things. Dark things that... Damn it, Wayne! I remember all of that like it was yesterday, Gordon. Of course, what really sticks in my mind is what happened later that night, in that alley behind the theater. And what I remember most vividly from that night is this view. You want to arrest me, but I'll never trust you. You're crooked. Your men are crooked, and you can rot in that coat of yours. Now give me my damn formal wear, Alfred.
Lieutenant? This just came into the station. It was addressed to the commissioner. I thought you should know. This is a copy.
Oh, no.
Sir, the readings I'm getting on the storm, Renee. The bay will be practically impassable by...
We're fine. I'm approaching the Newton Center. Hopefully Doctors Deeds and Brooker are as protective of their work as Kelver and Podgy were. If they're inside, I can get to them before Helfern does. They're the only ones left alive of the group he was hired with.
The door should be open when you arrive. While you're there, you might ask them to double-check your optimistic calculations about the bay. They are a weather center, after all.
In name, Philip used the academic research as a tax write-off, but at heart, the place is a strategic meteorological center, weaponizing weather, seeding clouds to storm for weeks, or atmospheric dispersants that negate clouds altogether, causing drought.
Weaponizing weather. Your uncle never...
Speak not ill of the dead, my friend. I'm in. Dr. Deeds.
Help us! Sir...
I'm too late. They've already been injected. They're past help.
Speaking of which, hello there, Mr. Bat. How about you hold real still?
Jeez, what did he do to them?
Stay clear, everyone. He has a weapon. Repeat, he has a weapon. Prepare to fire.
Wait.
Not a chance, freak. He's drawing. Open fire!
Tokyo, 1946.
You are far from me tonight, my dear, in fearful parts. But be brave for me tonight, my dear, because every heart that cares for you tonight, my dear, shines down on you in the light of the pale, pale moon. Watching over you tonight, my dear, in the light of the pale, pale moon.
Gotham City, 6 years ago.
Keep firing and feel free to go for his head! Ugh! Nice try, freak, but we were warned about your tactics. We came prepared. See? Masks, boys!
Cave! Cave, are you there?
Sir, impossible.
Damn it! Come in! Cave, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going high. I'll be...
Now, when he tries for the rafters with that yo-yo gun of his, you shoot him right out of the sky! Eyes high, fellas! Eyes high!
Cave, damn it! Someone set me up! The police! They're on to every... I hear him, sir. He's close. My position is by the... Ah! Cave! Do you copy? Cave!
The boat! He's going for the boat, Commissioner!
The boat, eh? Hey, Batman, if you're listening, I have a question for you. How do you like the candy I left you?
Soon as the smoke clears, open fire. That's it. Drive him right back into the maw.
And you're back! You want to go down with your victims, is that it? Your bones? Their bones?
We don't see him, sir, but he has to be somewhere close.
I heard a splash. This way, this way. In the diving pool. There. All right, fellas. If he dares to come up for air, you boys make him real porous. He's got nowhere to go.
Cave! Cave, if you can hear me.
Batman, stop what you're doing and get in the boat.
Cave! Come in! Cave!
It's a mile to shore. They'll find you before you make it a quarter of that distance. Damn it! He's not here! Comb the river! Comb it! Now! Your call. You ought to take that mask off before it burns your eye out. All right, here. Look at the prescription. I'm practically blind without them. Keep them. But be my eyes while I drive this thing through the storm, or we both end up wet and dead.
The police. How did they know I'd be there?
The Riddler. He sent the department a note about you. Said you were allies up until recently, but now he'd had enough of you. He told us where you'd show up, how you'd act, gave Loeb the excuse he wanted to declare full-on war on you.
Then why help me?
I don't know. Restore balance to the universe, maybe? After all, you saved my life at Ace Chemical, knocked me out of the way of that beam.
I would have saved anyone. Believe me, it wasn't personal.
Ha! That's my point. Not many people in this city work that way. And I think we can help each other.
Why? Why should I listen to you?
Because of Bruce Wayne.
What?
Wayne's coming back to Gotham. It started something for me. See, I met him once when he was a kid. He'd skipped school and we got the call to get him. We picked him up, took him back to the station for his folks. On the way, my partner and we made the usual rounds of the neighborhood, checking in with shop owners. Wayne, he saw me get a gift. A coat. He asked me about it, and I told him the people of Gotham just love us because we keep them safe. And the kid, he gave me this, look. It was only my third week in Gotham. I just moved here from Chicago, where things had been very ugly. So ugly, I guess, that I was still trying to be hopeful about this place. To see it the way it was being presented to me. By the department, by recruitment, the way I wanted it to be for Barbara and James. I'd almost fooled myself, too. During those first couple weeks, I'd almost gotten there. Until that moment in the car, when I saw the hope in Wayne's face. It killed it for me. It just killed the whole illusion. I had to know. So that evening, before my shift started, I went to one of the stores, the tailor shop, just to see. I'd learned later that the dogfight was just the tip of the iceberg. I knew it then, of course, but at that moment all I could see were the animals. They kept the dogs in electric cages. The floor sent low-voltage shocks through their paws day in and day out, driving the animals crazy until they were set loose on each other. Corrigan was there, Para, Lynch. The place was full of cops and criminals, laughing and joking as they watched some beaten-down animals kill each other.
Well, look at this, it's Jimbo. Welcome, partner. Go ahead and place your bet.
Stop this now, Corrigan, or I go to Loeb.
Go! Just stick around. He'll be here in an hour to collect his cut. Good old commish practically robs us poor boys blind.
Then how about I go to the damn press? How about I give them an exclusive about every crooked thing going on under Loeb's watch?
How about you do? And how about we make this bet a little more interesting?
I kept screaming to them, yelling that I had a daughter, a little girl named Barbara to look out for, and a little boy named James. But they didn't listen. The math man had given me 3-1 to survive. And everyone there, they just kept cheering and cheering. Come on, they yelled. You can do it. You got this. I remember it took me a moment through the pain and my own screams to realize they were cheering on the dogs. At the end, Corrigan went around collecting the money from everyone, chastising people for betting against his boy, for thinking a protege of Dan Corrigan's wouldn't come out on top. I got up off the ground, and I put my gun to his head, and I swear, I was this close. And you know what he said to me? He said, I bet on you to live tonight, Jimbo. You think about that. Then he reminded me about my little girl, Barbara, and my little boy, and he wondered if they enjoyed playing with dogs as much as I did. I left then, and when he asked me where I was going, I told him I was going to walk my damn beat. To walk my damn beat. I did walk it, to prove a point to them all. I dragged myself up Park Road just in time to hear 2 gunshots, to come around the corner and see that same little boy who'd been so hopeful just that afternoon, crying over his parents' bodies. And I couldn't face him. I couldn't face him, Batman. The next day, an anonymous present came for my little girl while I was at the hospital. A pit bull puppy. Of course, it was meant as a reminder. So I wear this coat as a reminder to them. To let them know I haven't forgotten what happened either. That's what I tell myself, at least. But sometimes I wonder if I don't wear it out of shame. But now, for the first time since that night, I feel that maybe there's a chance. Because that little boy, Bruce Wayne, he came back to fight for this city. And now you're here too. You're changing things. And together, stop, Lieutenant. No, I see you, Batman. I see what you're about as clear as no. Stop the boat. What? But my glasses. Oh, crap.
Sir, right here, Alfred. I'm just putting the finishing touches on the jammer. Were you able to identify the chemical residue Helfern's hand left on my clothes? It's a mixture of phosphates and calcium, mostly. Multiple sources of DNA, all of it corrupted and unidentifiable. So ultimately, the residue places Helfern's lab in too many places to count. That residue is as common as mud. Damn. Speaking of which, I've brought you breakfast, sir. I'm afraid that while St. William Culinary School in London offered an extensive curriculum, there was no class in blender. These shakes have all I need, Alfred. Calorically, nutritionally. When I get back in the morning, you can fix me anything you want for breakfast. Lately, when you come back in the morning, I end up serving you breakfast through an IV. All those kisses and hugs from Gotham. I'm just going to have to get better at my job, I guess. Or you might consider... Consider what, Alfred? You might consider letting some of us help you. Some of us? Look at how many cases he's brought to bear by himself, without help from the department. Or rather, in spite of. I'll take it under advisement, Alfred. For right now, I have you. That's enough help. That's just it, though, sir. You don't let me help. You don't trust me to. There isn't a thing I do for you that your genius mind couldn't figure out some way of doing remotely. What are you talking about? You're here with me, in the damn Batcave. If I didn't trust you, why the hell would I keep you around? You know, Bruce, during those years you were gone, there was a moment when you were spotted. Word came in that you were living with a nomadic people in the Nigerian desert, a people known for the grueling training through which they put their warriors. Your Uncle Philip said he was going to bring you home. I used my old military contacts to send word ahead of him from Gusau. I thought if I got to you before Philip, You might be able to run. I gave everything I had, all my savings to pay for a courier. He said he'd bring a phone to the tribe and hand it to you. I remember waiting upstairs for you to come on the line. I could barely breathe. I was so anxious to speak with you. I called your name, but then silence. I told myself the courier had simply lied to get the payment, but truthfully, I knew. I knew you were likely there, on the other end, and didn't take the call. I understood, though. After all, when you were here, it was my job to report your behavior to your parents, to call the truant office when you snuck off into the city. Why would you think I'd try to help you run this time? But watching you these past weeks, I see that wasn't the case. You weren't suspicious of me because I turned you in other times in the past. And you're not suspicious of Gordon because you think he's crooked. You're angry with us. All of us. You were a little boy, all alone in that alley, and no one was there for you. Not me, not Gordon, not your fellow Gothamites, and not Batman. No, I'm very proud of what you've become, sir, but I fear that deep down, you're doing this all, being Batman, as some way of punishing us. Punishing you. How would I be punishing you? By making us bear witness. You asked me why you keep me here, and I believe it's not to watch over you, sir, but to watch you do what I couldn't. You're making us all watch, the whole city. You shut us out and punish us night after night, as you go out there and protect those we can't. But if you do that, sir, if you let the past drive Batman, his scars, he becomes something dark, a demon of vengeance, not a creature of justice or hope, and he will not last, nor will you. Listen when I say, we are here for you now, Master Bruce. We see you out there, and we want to help. I have to go, Alfred, because I know where Hellfern is. But I don't understand, sir. The catacombs are a historic tourist attraction. I have trouble believing
it's not an attraction in a blackout. You saw it yourself. The DNA and the residue from Hellfern's handprints. It was from multiple sources, but too corrupted for identification. But that sort of corruption comes from exposure to the atmosphere over time, and the dust it's in. Phosphate and calcium.
Old bones. Still, that sort of mixture is quite common.
The catacombs were built to protect the city from the marshy, disease-ridden cemeteries of 18th century parishes. But they became so popular so fast that soon families were only allowed to donate a single bone from their loved ones for preservation. My point is, the whole place is a tribute to the idea that the essence of a person can be carried on through his or her bones. Which would make this a pretty dramatic location for Hellfern's lab. And Hellfern does seem to have a flair for the dramatic,
says the young man in the bat suit.
And here we go. I'm in.
Do you see anything notable?
I'm not sure yet.
What? What is it, sir?
Oh no. No!
Sir, what's going on?
I was wrong about him. Hellfern, he's not out for revenge. The killings, they're just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen for
something much worse. He's been stealing material from the scientists he killed. Material to make some kind of doomsday machine. He's going to take control of the whole city, Alfred. In just hours. He's going to bring it to its knees.
Hellfern? But he seemed...
No, not Hellfern. The man he's working for. The real monster here. The one I underestimated.
Please, go on.
Nigma.
That's right, Batman. You've been making quite the impression on the city. But I'm afraid I'm about to make an even bigger one.
Nigma, listen to me. Don't do this. Thousands of people could die.
That's my whole point, Batman. Can't you see? Entropy has sped up. The world is dying. The seas are rising. Resources are dwindling. The powerful are getting more so. We all feel it. We all know it. The only weapon any of us has against the tide is intelligence. Smarts. So why not speed things up even more? Those forces of destruction. And make people get smart. Get smart or die! And unfortunately for you, Detective, you weren't smart enough to cut it this time. That is how you think of yourself, isn't it? As a detective? And detective novels, well, they're like riddles after all. Battles of wits, empirical riddles, sure. Not as pure, but still, they qualify. The detective, he adds up all the clues and repairs the standard design of things. But in this case, the detective, well... So it's time to bury said detective down here with the fallen martyrs. Because in a matter of minutes, Gotham City will belong to me. Every fiber of it. Its bones. Its blood. The very air it breathes. And I have a much more deadly riddle for the city than the one you just failed to solve. So let's close the chapter on this little detective novel, shall we, Batman? Because this is where your part of the story ends.
I just wanted to see it because Dad said he liked it as a kid, and I figured you'd already be at your benefit and that Alfred wouldn't notice, but he notices everything.
What did you think?
What?
What did you think of it? The movie?
Oh, I don't know. It was sort of, dumb.
Dumb? You just said dumb.
Or maybe more corny than dumb? I mean, a sword against cannons, Dad? In today's world, he'd get shot up in like 2 minutes.
You are officially disinherited. I'm having Alfred draw the papers up.
Sorry.
Too late. You're away no more.
No, I mean about sneaking off, scaring you.
Listen, Bruce. I know you've had trouble since you fell into the cave.
Dad, we hear you at night, Bruce.
You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Going it alone to Park Row. Taking more of these trips into the city. You were alone down there in the dark. No one to help you. But we're always here for you, Bruce. Just let us in and we'll all help each other, okay? We'll start tomorrow. Together.
Okay.
Still dumb.
I meant corny.
I mean, a guy using what he has to fight for people who can't always fight for themselves. But see, now you've got me second-guessing it. I suppose the only solution is to see it again. Together. Right now.
But you have your benefit. You've offended your father's honor, Bruce. There's no way out of this one.
Come on. Let's bust you out of here, bandito.
Keep moving! Straight to the buses! Shield your eyes and heads! But when do we come back? Soon as it's safe, miss. But right now, we need you to get clear of here. The whole neighborhood is vulnerable to flooding in a regular storm, and this superstorm Renee is something else. Hold on. Barbara! Barb, is that...
You need to get to Wayne Tower. Now.
Who is this?
You know who it is.
Wayne Tower? We've got 3 more neighborhoods to clear before...
Enigma's there. The hubs he used in the power surge. They form a curved line and a straight base.
A question mark.
The tower is roughly where the dot would be. His plan, Lieutenant, it's much bigger than anything I anticipated. Every researcher Nigma had Halford kill, he stole material from.
But I looked into the research. There was nothing being done in those labs that could be used to...
Not alone, but together, linked. They could cripple the city and give control of it to him, to Nigma.
When?
It's set to go off when the police turn the power on. They flip the switch, and it'll transfer total and complete control to Nigma.
They're going to turn the power on in minutes, Batman.
Which is why you need to get to Wayne Tower. You need to already be there. He'll be waiting there to receive the transmission.
What about you?
I'm going to answer his riddle.
Damn it, what's taking so long? Call Corrigan and the crew. See how long before the power goes back on.
Commissioner Love, we need to get out of here. The winds are getting too strong. If we don't land now, I can't guarantee we'll make it out of here.
No one's going anywhere until we turn the power back on. I might be a bastard, but I won't be the police commissioner who lets the city go to hell in a handbasket in the dark. We stay until the power goes on, and we can all toast a big up yours to Nigma and his good pal Batman.
Everyone, look. What the hell is that?
What is it? Look at it. What do you think it is? It's the only thing it could be. It's him. It's the great damn Batman.
A bat blimp, sir. Really?
Work with what you have.
And here I thought you'd given all your dirigibles to the police.
I never said all. It's a prototype my uncle had Lucius working on before he fired him. Uses oxygen as ballast like a submarine does water. It's fast, steady, and expensive. And yes, it was already black.
Sir, steady as the airship is,
Nigma's plan, the pieces he took. From Dr. Kelver, something called a snake. It's a remote hacking hub. It can break into anything within 100 feet of it, from insulin pumps to bridge and tunnel security.
Within 100 feet, though, how much damage?
He also stole a hyper repeater from Lucius. It's designed to boost weak signals to perform as full carriers in case of a blackout or terrorist attack.
Sir,
and he stole a weather balloon from Kiever. He gets the snake high enough, amplifies the bite. He can take control of the whole city. And with the research he stole from Paji and Isley.
Sir, I hear you, but flying up into that maw, it's hopeless.
Then send your prayers to Jim Gordon. He'll need them.
Corrigan! Dan! Are you there?
Gordon, please tell me this isn't you.
It's me, Dan. I know there's a river of bad blood between us, but you need to listen to me. The power. Nigma. He's counting on you flipping that switch. You have to keep it off.
Actually, the only thing I have to do is pay alimony and die, Jimbo. Listening to your rants, not on that list, so the power's going on. And after it does, guess what? You're headed back to Chicago. That's right, buddy. Loeb is shipping you off. Finally. Thankfully.
Dan, please, damn it!
We need to get higher. Mapping has the weather balloon just above us.
You go higher, that airship will be torn apart. Sir, listen to me, damn it!
No, I only need to...
Sir, are you all right? You've lost the starboard stabilizer. The airship will not advance without it. You're dead in the air, sir.
Not yet. There, just ahead of us, the balloon.
What do you plan to do, sir? You have no weapons capable of...
The jammer. If I can get it to the balloon, it'll block Nigma's signal when he initiates the attack. Measure distance.
The gun reaches 50 feet, sir. The balloon is nearly 70 feet away. That's an impossible leap.
The wind is mostly at my back.
Wind? It's a storm.
I said mostly, damn it.
Sir, please.
I can do this.
Sir. Sir!
Cave. Cave, I'm on the platform. Hello, Batman. So glad you could make it.
Freeze, Nigma! Freeze right there!
Ah, Lieutenant Gordon. Come in, please. I wasn't expecting you.
Well, here's what you should expect. You're going to hand over that suitcase very carefully, actively ending your plan. Then you can expect to be arrested and punched. That string, though, what is it? On your finger.
String? Oh, right. This one, ironically, I almost forgot. I tied it there to remind me of something, though. Regardless, Lieutenant, amazing thing how much power a single string can offer. A web, when spun through wheels within wheels. It's true. Archimedes, you know. He was said to have lifted all worship of men with his own strength, with just some strong pulleys.
No.
I don't believe it either. I mean, a warship? Come on. In fact, the rock above your head, it couldn't weigh more than, 5 tons? And already I feel the string loosening. Oh, wait. Now I remember what I tied that string there for. As a reminder to tie up loose ends.
Hellfern, listen to me. You don't want to do this. The plan Nigma has for the city. Thousands could die. Maybe more so. Ugh! What about the millions who'll be saved by my work, Batman? What about them? He's using you, damn it! Can't you see that? Nigma, he's playing you! No, Batman. He's the one who helped me see, who helped me solve the riddle. My research was always about strengthening the body, making it tougher, and so, for years, I mined diseases of bone and skin, Morphin, Ehlers Danlos. I mined sickness, I mined pathology, and my subjects died. I was Dr. Death. When I was fired from Wayne Enterprises, though, Nigma helped me continue my research. He secretly paid for my black box. He told me, "Your work, Doctor, it's about life, about healing oneself." And then I saw the proteins which stimulate collagen to help heal tissue, to help it scar, and the word scar itself, from Escara, meaning fire, meaning life. It all made sense. Nigma's the one you see. He made me believe. And then he shut the power off and made me take the leap. Made me trust myself enough to be the vessel. And look at me now. I am alive in every way. My body defends itself. My body blooms with each attack. My serum works. You call that working? Well, it's a start, Batman, and while I probably won't live to see it finished, neither will you. Ugh! Stop the jammer! Not so fast, Batman. No! No. Oh, too bad, my friend. Too bad. But a little pain, a little death, in order to give millions the means to armor themselves. Well, it's a small price. You want a little pain? Let me help you with that!
Don't you see, Batman?
Shh. See, this is the part where I hurt you!
You can't stop what's been set in motion. But go on then. Finish me. Come on. Do I... Ah! You are a warrior, aren't you? I'm from a family of warriors. You wouldn't know it, but it's true. My grandfather, my father, myself. Have you ever heard of a song? A song called Tokyo Moon.
Come on! Come on, damn you!
It's an old standard, as you call them here in the States. It's sung from a sweetheart to her soldier. She's assuring him that the moon will watch over him with her love, with the love of all those who care for him. My grandfather heard it in occupied Japan in 1946. He was taken with it. All of us, we write the phrase on our helmets when we go to war. We put it there to remember that someone's watching out for us. To remind us we need only look at the sky, the bright circle there, to know it. My son, he put it there too. Tokyo Moon. As though that were enough. Be enough. Please. Of course, you try to protect them from afar. You try to keep them safe. When Mr. Kane, when he offered to help my son do a safer assignment, something he had set up, of course, I took the chance, following a clue into the empty desert, looking for a tribe of nomads. It sounded harmless, or at least less dangerous than war. But see, the nomads had booby-trapped their tunnels, and my son, he died, despite my love, despite his protection, on a simple assignment in the empty desert, looking for Mr. Kane's errant nephew, Bruce Wayne. What? Ah! See, that's the funny thing about the song. The words, they're reassuring, but the melody, Batman, it's quite sad. And now, I understand the truth of it. The song is acknowledgement of the opposite. Love protects no one. It's not enough. That's what my serum is about, you see. You protect others by protecting yourself. You get hurt. You scar. You toughen. You wrap your wings around you and tighten. Please, Carl, the city. No! The people of Gotham need to understand. When they look up in the sky, they need to see an empty white circle. They need to know that light, it's a hollow promise. And I watching no one ever. What do you say? I say boom. Alfred, you have to get the shrapnel out of you, otherwise your bones, they'll kill. No! No! I'm ready. You tell my son's story. You tell people. Don't fool yourselves. We are alone. All of us. You tell them to follow that Bruce Wayne.
He understands. He did the right thing, running away, forgetting those coming to help him. I'd have killed him for it, but it was the right thing. No!
Counting down. 3, 2, 1, and let there be some damn light. What's going on? Why isn't it working? I don't know. It should be. It's damn... oh no. Move, people. Move. This whole area is at risk.
Well then. Oops. Wrong answer, Gotham. Dunk tank for you all. Initiate in 5 minutes.
Lieutenant, did you get him? Did you get Nigma?
No, the bastard got away, I'm sorry. Were you able to dismantle his device?
I'm checking now. Damn it! Negative, it's still intact. Repeat, it's still intact. I'll keep at it. But you have to stop the power from being switched. No! No, not yet!
What is it, Batman? What does he have? Dear God! Were those the retaining walls?
Holy...
Corrigan! Corrigan, do you copy? We need that power on, now! Without power, there'll be no pumping system in the subways. No damn relief services. The whole city will be flooded. You need to get the power on.
I copy, Commissioner Loeb, but nothing's responding. Nigma seems to have taken control.
Control of what?
Everything, sir.
What happened? Why did the cables detach?
I don't know. He must be doing it somehow. It's happening to all the blimps. Look!
No. Batman! Batman, are you there?
I should have listened to you, Gordon. There'd be no death. There'd be none of this. It's my fault, Gordon. I saw it wrong. You hear me?
I hear you. But we're all at fault. We just realized too late.
Help! Julie!
Bruce, what the? You can't be at the girl's house. It's the middle of the night.
Well, Miss Madison, you said you wanted to see the country, and traffic is light at this hour.
You're crazy. We're supposed to just walk out of here?
I'm parked behind the alma mater. I bought clothes for you, bought you a helmet. I bought about 50 volumes of the manga series you're always reading, with the anthropomorphic robot bees. Buzz. So?
Sometimes I hate you, Bruce Wayne. They're not robot bees, they're cyborgs, just mutated, and it's really good.
It is! No, it sounds amazing.
I detect sarcasm.
We're 50 feet up. Sarcasm isn't allowed. Now just...
What the... Julie, you're... What is it, Bruce? What's wrong?
Kane County. Where am I?
Bell Towers, apartment 31J, Thomas residence. I'm a Thomas, one of 4. Duke, you know a 7-letter word for unfractured?
Integer. Duke, I'm Bruce Wayne. How long have I been out?
Since the new year.
New Year? It was summer last I remember.
Yeah, it's a different kind of calendar now, though. Everything's ending and starting over all at once. Go on, take a look.
My God.
See, Mr. Wayne? Welcome to 0 year. That's what Mr. Riddler calls it. He says there's just one rule now. Get smart or die.
Brilliant, Jim. Keep looking down. Ah! I will quit smoking. I will. Copy, it's Jim Gordon. I'm in position. Copy! Is anyone there? Come in, it's almost time, damn it!
The Riddler. Where is he?
Mr. Riddler's everywhere. He's watching over the whole city. He's protecting it. No one comes in or out until Gotham gets smart.
I need to use your phone.
He controls the towers, though. It won't work.
I have a special number.
Man, you really are rich.
Hello, Alfred. Alfred, it's me. Master Bruce. Oh, thank God. I was sure you'd... Are you all right? How did you survive? By the skin of my teeth, apparently. I remember crawling out of the flaming wreck. I remember tossing Your formal wear, sir? Yes, and I remember crawling away from the crash. Then, blackness. Now I wake up in the city. The city is... It's lost, Master Bruce. Lost. The entire border of the island, nearly 9%, is irreparably damaged. The center overgrown and wild, and he controls it all from somewhere inside, somewhere no one can find him. The access points. There's no way in or out. He's flooded the tunnels. The crossings are rigged with explosives. And while he's created barriers to any entry, the real deterrent is the barrage of weather balloons he's positioned over the skyline. Balloons filled with deadly chemicals. Any attempt to breach the city, and he says he'll unleash a cloud of death over Gotham. I don't understand, Alfred. How did he do all this? The manpower I get. He had access to the Red Hood files. If he threatened the former members. But the material itself, he didn't get it from us. Unless... Powers? Well, however he's managed it, sir, he now has the city in his grip. He's used the flood to disseminate Dr. Isley's stolen research and turn its streets savage. He used the devices stolen from the rest to take control of its power grid and anything else that can be remotely controlled. Gotham is his own deadly playground. Has anyone tried to fight him? At first, many. Now, very few. The truth is, there's barely anyone left with the will to fight. No, no, no! But, sir, what matters is that you're alive. Sir, are you there? Batman failed the city, Alfred. I failed. What are you going to do? I don't know. But he's beaten me twice now, each time with worse consequences. I lose this time, then maybe it's time for the reasonable thing. And you can help effectively from out here, at the manor. The escape passage beneath the brownstone in Crime Alley, your former headquarters. It leads to the waterways, remember. It's likely one of the only ways out of Gotham right now. You can tell the authorities what's going on in there. You can help them funnel resources into the city. Master Bruce, you go up against this man, Nigma, and you will likely fail again and die. And what sort of example does Batman set then? Sir, taking off, huh? Come with me, Duke. Your whole family. We can help people from out of Gotham City.
No, we're here. My Graham, she's in the next apartment. The IV we kept you on, my mom took it from the Presbyterian in case hers failed. Shaved your face with her leg razors, too. Hey, what's a 6-letter word for hit or miss?
Duke, listen to me.
All it takes is one riddle, Mr. Wayne. See, every sunset he comes on that big screen in Midtown, the one with the question mark blinking on it. Mr. Riddler comes on and says if anyone can ask a riddle he can't answer, he'll give the city back to the people. It's why I got these puzzles out. You'll see, Mr. Wayne. I'm going to take him on.
Duke.
They all say I'm crazy, but they'll see. You're only crazy if it doesn't work, right? Now, like I said, what's a 6-letter word for hit or miss?
Lieutenant?
I don't understand. Where's the rest of you? Please tell me I'm seeing things.
This is the team. Dev Gru decided on a more tactical approach.
Tactical? I've risked my family, my friends trying to find what might be a geographical blind spot for you, on the promise that you'd come in with a real team, with real resources. And instead you come in early with 5 men in spacesuits? What the hell have we been playing smoke signals for?
Lieutenant, thanks to you, we're in, and I'm grateful. But I'd be careful to watch your tone. We do this for a living. From what I understand, you're a cop who likes to pal around with damn psychos in batsuits. Now, let us...
Good evening, Gotham City. Wonderful to see you all again now. At this magic hour. And it is magic. I can see the magic sparkling in the air, can't you? Because right now, as you know, it's that time of day when one of you, any of you, has the chance to step forward and break the dark, dark spell I've cast over this fair city. So, tell me, who will it be? Give your name and mount your challenge. What's that? Speak up now. Oh, come on. Another day with nothing to show? No heroes? I know there has to be someone out there willing to try, willing to swing the great blade for their city.
Stay down! We can make our way down the side.
Really? Really? Well, I'm very disappointed, folks. After all, I'm only trying to help here. To make you Gothamites the Prometheans the world needs. I mean, after all, we're mankind. We're pink, squirming, hairless things. No fangs, no claws. We were basically designed as a quick snack along the evolving food chain. And yet, here we are. Dominant. Regal. And why is that? Our brains, people. We get cold, we invent mittens. We get sick, we invent chicken soup. We outthink our own demise. And right now, at this moment, we're in desperate need of some outthinking. Rising tides, dwindling resources, overpopulation, pan-global conflict. The world's largest economies running on fumes. All I've done is speed up the circumstances. Gotham is now the future, see? It is the grand riddle, one bigger than even I can solve. So take it away from me. Be the hero, people. The one found in every culture throughout the world. The hero who answers the riddle to prove his worth, to save his people. So, where are you, hero? Where are you hiding? Are you out there, somewhere? All I'm asking is for you to show me. Show me you're a smarter man than I, and I'll remove the question from your lives for now. No one? All right, then. Back to sleep. To dream.
I'll do it, Nigma.
I'll challenge you.
Well, well, I know you. Gothamites, meet Bob Chi. Powers Industries lead strategist, or former strategist. They gave him the axe to get me in after I left Wayne Enterprises. Of course, I only stayed long enough to raid the cupboards. But still, go ahead, Bob. These are your toys, after all.
All right. My riddle is, there once were two turtles trying to cross a river, but each alone,
They're both blind.
But how did you... I made that riddle up!
Given your obsession with sonic warfare, Bob, not to mention the awful jazz library you left behind, it's not a great leap to assume your riddle would lean toward a sort of auditory snobbery. Some fact about listening, and since turtles have no ears, I can only assume that you're... well, you get the idea.
You're a monster!
Let us go! We're dying here! Folks, I'm not the bad guy here. A giver of tough love, sure. But I'm fair. I set up rules and play by them. But tonight I sense there's someone out there who's trying to break the rules. Who's trying to cheat their way out of my quiz. Where could they be? Ah! There you are!
Damn!
Now, fellas. What do you have to say for yourselves?
Look, Mr. Nigma, we're not here to cause further conflict. Is there any way to speak in private?
In private? Come now, sir. No passing notes.
All right, this isn't how it was meant to go, but our message to you is, you win. Inside this suitcase is nearly $50 million in what are known as floating bills, or amnesia cash. The serial numbers are deliberately untraceable, created by an algorithm that forgets its own designations.
You damn cowards! You lying pieces of...
Language, Lieutenant Gordon. Language. You know what they say. Profanity is a weak mind trying to express itself forcefully.
Actually, it's a feeble mind, you shit.
Ha! Well, clearly you bunch aren't up for a riddle, and I'm afraid there'll be no deals or bargains. So, how about a simpler game? Maybe something like... oh, I don't know. Dominoes?
Oh, the buildings are headed straight for us! We have to get out of...
What's the matter, fellas? Not Dominoes fans? All right, then. How about a game of Ring Around the Rosie? The rules, well, they're a little different than you might expect, but still familiar enough. The key is to be fast pupils. Now, I've programmed these Riddler bots in a ring around you. I've set their DVTs to MD. You know what that is?
Motion detection, Mr. Nigma.
Now, Powers Tech is slow to accept change, so you may have time to get off one shot, Lieutenant, before they open fire. But likely just that one. So make it the right one. Or it's certainly ashes, ashes, and you all fall down.
Mr. Nigma, please, if you just... Lieutenant, go for the one in front. It's likely the leader.
Nigma's their leader. They're robots, and that's too simple.
Sir, we're running out of wooden. Take the shot. I said
the eye. Shoot the eye, damn it. The camera drone. He told you to be fast pupils. Do it, Lieutenant. Then none of you move. Stay still.
I don't know who just said that, but Gordon, I'm giving you a direct order. By command of the damn president of the...
Look! It's working!
Just stay still. Don't move a muscle. Not until they've taken each other out. A lot of good it did. We're still trapped.
Tell me I see what I think I see.
What in the... Go on! Get across! Move before the building! Was that him, Lieutenant? The one who helped us?
It was, wasn't it?
Gentlemen, meet my friend. The damn psycho in a batsuit. No offense.
None taken.
What took you so long?
I was doing a crossword. Got caught on a 6-letter word for hit or miss. The answer, Lieutenant, was strike.
Damn right! And call me Jim.
What is that circle of fire? I swear, that's how you looked at the sun as a baby in Gotham, Luke. You were an early riser, so I'd take you for these walks around Midtown before your mother woke up. I called them our walkabouts. Most days the sky was gray and stayed gray, but once in a while the sun would appear, so bright and sudden, and you'd look at it with this expression. Today, I'm going to challenge the Riddler, Luke. I've put it off too long. I doubt I'll survive, but I have to try. Full disclosure, I'm terrified. But right now, at this moment, with the sunlight bright on my face, thinking of you, I feel at peace. Then again, sunlight's overrated. He acts like his challenge is to beat him in a battle of wits, there in the Colosseum, but it's not. What he's really challenging us to do is to catch him, find his hiding spot.
There are 1.5 million places he could be, though. Hell, Batman, couldn't he be across the river?
No, Lieutenant. The siphon the Riddler's using to control the grid, it's not designed for that. It's an infiltration grab. He's somewhere inside the city. The trick is figuring out where. It won't be easy, though. He's using the device unconventionally, only long enough to send a signal bouncing through the grid, turning something on, then off. He leaves a line on too long, and it could be traced back to its signal origin. Mr. Fox, you helped develop the siphon he's using to control the grid. Can you create a device to trace the signal he's using? I have something I could modify here. A pin. But it's hardly any use, Batman. It would need to be hooked up to the line he was using, directly plugged in. We'd have to know when and where he was going to turn on the power. And we do. Still, even if we hook it up to the screen, it'll take a while. 10 minutes, maybe more, to trace the signal. Enigma's never stayed online more than a couple minutes. He makes quick work of everyone who steps up.
And yet, you were going to challenge him, Lucius?
I was going to try. I figured if I lost that way, it'd just be me. You know, if he discovers what we're doing, he might punish the city. He'll punish it one way or another. He's waiting for an excuse. We have to try. Jim, you hook up the device. Mr. Fox, you trace the signal from here. The seals here can protect you. I'll keep Nigma talking. You keep him talking, but the moment you think he's going to drop you, you better move. That pit beneath the Colosseum, he keeps jackals in it.
There's no winning down there, Batman.
I'll keep the engine running. We have until sunset to get ready. I'll be back.
Where the hell are you going?
Shopping.
Shopping.
What's that burning smell?
He used your steel cutter earlier.
To make what? Jim? To make what?
Really?
I mean it. We're not leaving the room until someone has the answer.
You're normal. You're normal. You're normal.
Bruce Wayne, you've said nothing in days. Consider this your problem. Yours and yours alone. Only you can solve it. No one else.
Well, are you ready? Greetings, Gothamites! It's now officially day 27 of Zero Year. We've traveled nearly 648,000 kilometers together, spinning and spinning, you and I, hurtling forward through this new era. Nearly our first calendar month is over. Heck, I say it's time for us to make a calendar. Something new, non-arithmetical, incomplete. Something of our very own. What do you say? Oh, come on now. It'll be fun. You can even name the months after your very own heroes. Bob-vember, Suzanuary. Anyone brave enough to help save this place from its own encroaching entropic end? So, who will it be? Anyone? And here he thought this was the City of Knights. For shame. Isn't that your sporting team? The Knights? Come now, Sir Gotham. Whoever you are, choose your colors. Choose your colors, or I'll have to tax this kingdom more harshly. I don't want to, believe me, but I will. So, fly your colors high, mount your steed, and charge. What is that awful noise, people?
I'll challenge you, Edward.
Well, me oh my, Batman! I can't tell you how pleased I am you're still alive!
You've held these people in fear too long. Your so-called 0 year ends now. Tonight.
All right, Batman.
This line should be armored and armed. Keep Nigma talking, but remember, if it feels like he's going to drop you, move. Move fast. Jim, are you in place?
Almost there, Lucius.
I must say, Batman, I'm positively giddy right now. After all, my sense of you is that you're a bookish man beneath that coat of muscles. A worldly thinking man. So I genuinely can't wait to see what riddle you'll riddle me tonight. Maybe a bat riddle from antiquity. Perhaps from ancient Greece, the land of Aesop's fables and the trickster bat. Or maybe a riddle from the ancient Mayans, who worshipped Kamazotz, the noggin-munching bat god. Or possibly one from the monstrously bat-obsessed region of the Carpathian Mountains. Well, Batman, go ahead, riddle away. I'm all ears.
Actually, my riddle is from right here, in Gotham City.
Splendid! Homespun! How quaint! A riddle of your very own.
Hooking it up now!
We're in. I've got a signal. How long? Damn it! 19 minutes at least. It's a thicker casing than I expected. Batman, you shouldn't...
Well, Batman, I'm waiting.
Batman, you'll never enough. All right, Edward, but I'm afraid my riddle is pretty simple.
Then this'll be fast, and I can put that cape of yours back on the spit, eh? Speaking of which, how did you manage to...
It starts with a boy, my riddle.
A boy, eh? Let me guess. One day he's standing in the center of his village and...
Now, Edward, if you want me to tell you this riddle... Batman, listen, you need it, you'll shut up and let me tell it.
Batman! He's right! 19 minutes is... Oh, damn it! A drone! It's blocking my way down, Lucius!
Likely it senses a disruption in the line. Stay still. It doesn't seem to see you. All right, Edward. Like I said, my riddle starts with a boy. Now this boy, he's smart. Dazzlingly smart. He sees things most people can't. The thing is, no one seems to notice. Not his teachers, not his peers, not even his parents. So before long, this boy, now a teenager, starts proving it. He breaks into corporate databanks, government safe blocks. Still, no one seems to appreciate him. 17 minutes. Now he's a man. He works for some of the most powerful people in the world, but still, no one seems to notice how smart he is. He can't understand it, so he gets louder and louder, peacocking. He's this amazing thing, this human riddle to be marveled at, but no one sees it, damn it. And why? Because what he can't see, what he'll never see, is that people notice smart when smart changes the world, when it adds something. But this man, all he cares about is himself. He isn't complicated. He's no riddle. He's just a boy, standing at the center of his village screaming, "Look at me," embarrassing himself in a cheap hat.
The hat wasn't cheap, Batman. But you want to play couch doctor? All right. Under that mask and cowl is just a man. A man who used to affect things, used to be part of the fight. The training suggests military experience. A Marine, a SEAL, special ops. Someone returned home from sandy lands, now feeling put out to pasture. Likely with a history of insubordination. Maybe a Section 8, a discarded weapon. Well, I'm right, aren't I?
Not even close. Why don't you try again?
Because I don't believe you. In fact, I find this a waste of time.
Get out of there, Batman! Fast!
Batman, you can still... Time left. 11 minutes. Please get out of there. We'll find another... No. Do your job.
Happy landings, Batman.
He dropped him! Jim, I need to help him! If that thing sees you, Nigma will know what we're up to. You can't climb down now.
Then I'll have to take the express elevator.
Jim, what are you talking about?
Well, Gothamites, I am afraid that concludes another...
What's the matter, Nigma? Afraid to see your mousetrap beaten? Keep watching. You might learn something.
All right, then. You want me to watch? I'll watch. But I have to warn you, Batman. I've upgraded from jackals. It's a little-known fact that a lion's roar can be heard for nearly 5 miles. The human scream, more like 2. Deep breaths, Batman. Deep breaths.
There is no escaping this, Mr. Wayne. You're going to have to answer the question. So again, if a projectile is fired at the speed given, if it's fired and hits its intended target... If it hits its intended target at the time given, how much wind resistance did it encounter?
Mr. Charmouth, please, just pick someone else.
If a projectile is fired at said speed and hits at said time, what resistance does it encounter? Picture it, Mr. Wayne, if it helps.
Pick someone else.
No! The object is moving through space towards its target. Come on, Mr. Wayne. No one is leaving until you answer the question. Your classmates are waiting on you. Look at them. Go on. Do it. Go on. Look. Look at these poor souls, Mr. Wayne, waiting for you to set them free. Please.
Definitely no month named after you, Batman. Not a chance after such a poor performance. Sigh, sigh. You can't run away from this, Mr. Wayne. You can't hide.
7 minutes? Well, go on. You can't do it then. You can't help them. Shame on you, Bruce. Shame. 6 minutes. No, it got him. He's dead?
Oh, all right, folks. Nothing more to see here. Seems it's time to bid you...
Look! 4 minutes.
All right. Then...
2 minutes. Stay, good kitty. I've got one last question for you, Edward. And what I want you to answer. 1 minute. What I really want to know is that all you've got? Is it? He did it! We've got the pattern! That crazy son of a gun did it!
Luckily, no, Batman. It's not all I've got. I've got riddles. Lots. Here's one. Everyone's attracted to me. Everyone falls for me. Eventually, even you, Batman. Who am I? Gravity.
Batman! Come on! This way! What's going on? This is my house!
Stay back, sir. Fire department's on the way. Seems someone vandalized your property tonight. Any idea what this means? Sir, does it mean something to you?
Yes, it refers to a question I asked today in class. A trick question.
Refers to it how?
It's the answer. The answer is 0.
I need a new butler.
What do I have to do?
Just one thing.
I'm in. All right, Batman. Jim? Jim, are you there? We're in. Wetly. The tunnels are teeming. Good. Well, no, not good, but at least we know we have the right place. Or we have our best guess. True, Batman, but the signal Nigma sent out to the screen in Gotham Square while you were battling him, I've run a trace 3 different ways, and the spark came from here, from a spot beneath Old Wayne Tower. It fits his damn nose-thumbing M.O., a spot right at the city center. A goose laughing at the goose chase from the center of the yard. And the building's also the center of passage in and out of Gotham. All 5 train tunnels converge beneath it. The control room under the tower, it sits right on a major nexus. From that room, Nigma would have no problem hooking into the grid. 5 train tunnels is a lot of escape hatches. But most of the tunnels are flooded. The one you're taking, Jim, it's the only passable way. With you closing in low and Batman taking the only accessible shaft down, we should be able to trap him if we can stay undetected. I just wish we had more time to... We don't. He's going to end it soon. I know it. And if he does spot us, tell me and I'll run the signal blocker. He won't be able to control anything in a 2-block range. Afterwards, I'll probably glow in the dark, but hey... You can always be my kid's nightlight.
If that blocker puts Nigma out of business, why not turn it on now and make his toys fall?
Shh! Cover! Current like that.
We'll burn through the damn conductor cables after a couple minutes. You only turn that thing on if we're closing in. We have one shot with it. We need to make it count.
Lucius, we're seeing some home decor by the ceiling cables. Small metal question boxes.
They're likely vampires. Devices that reroute remote signaling. Another good sign we're in the right place. Hang on. You see more than one.
Yeah, rows of them. Why? What is it?
One vampire alone would be more than enough per tunnel. It's overkill, but Nigma's certainly a man who goes big. What's the matter?
What is it? You've seemed skeptical from the start on this one, and
I'm not sure. It's just too easy. Wait, tripwire.
Batman, you and I have very different definitions of easy.
Look, the truth is all we really need to do is confirm Nigma's here. Pinpoint him and send word back to Fort Robbins.
They have a capture team ready?
They have a sword ready. An airstrike? But the tunnel's beneath the building. They're over caverns, a whole cave system.
They know. They'll use spikes. We're talking missiles that are scalpels, or scalpels tipped with scalpels. These comms on our belts. We enter the rip code, let Robbins know he's here, and those jets will scatter before you can rip code.
Lucius! Lucius, can you hear me? You need to fire the signal blocker now! Right now, damn it! Nigma's not here! It's all
He can't hear you, Batman. But I'm listening. Go on. Tell me how it feels to always be one step behind, oh great detective. Back in the catacombs, up on that balloon, and now here, hanging from a thread in web I spun. So how does it feel, then, to be just that itty-bitty bit too slow?
You tell me. Jim, Lucius can't hear me. Are you there, Jim? You need to destroy those comms or he'll...
I'm afraid you've been disconnected, sir.
Anyone, come in!
No more minutes left on your bat plan. In fact, I'm afraid that particular plan has been cancelled altogether. As has your membership to, well, life. Bye-bye now. You are a tenacious one. I'll give you that. Still, I have to say, I was very disappointed in that so-called riddle you posed at Gotham Square. Ugh! My past. Thug father. Smartest kid in class. So boring. But bats! They really are fascinating creatures. Often symbolic of the land of the dead, you know. Omens of mass death. Some, like the Mexican high-tailed, can fly higher than 10,000 feet. Can you believe it? Little things so high up, so high they actually sometimes run out of breath and drop dead to the earth. When they hit hard enough to explode, too. Wham! Tiny bodies just exploding.
Damn it! He's not responding! Lucius!
Jim, do you copy? I've lost both you and... Ah!
Now, Mr. Fox, the law of averages says at least one of those bullets hit you. But just in case, reload. Funny thing about foxes, you know. They never leave tracks in...
Enough fun facts. Are you hit? I'll be fine. But Gordon, I was trying...
Funny thing... Funny...
Jim, are you there? Damn it. He's dropped a communication net over the area, maybe the whole city.
The signal blocker, can we?
No. He killed it, shot the wiring to hell. All part of his plan.
His plan? But
where are you, damn it? Where? If you can hear me, I'll find you. If it's the last thing I do, I'll...
Never leaves tracks.
Where's the pin readout? The trace we ran on the bounce pattern. Is the console still working?
It is. In fact, it printed out a new pattern just minutes ago. I don't understand.
I did it! I set the pin to trace the signal again today, in case he turned on any element in the building. The elevators, anything. I figure maybe there'd be a comparative design, something in the pattern.
Do you see anything?
I see us losing. Those boxes, the one Jim saw along the tunnels, they're explosives.
Explosives? But
when Jim and the SEALs get close enough, Nigma will set off the comms on the SEALs' belts. He'll enter the ripcode himself, remotely. That code will signal the jets at Fort Robbins to scramble. The jets will fly straight here, to strike. And that strike will set off the explosives boxes and
he'll sink the whole city. My God, the jets, that base is... they'll be here in 40 minutes at most, and with a dead net over the city, there's no way to call it off. No way to even warn people here.
One guess. We have time for one guess.
Guess? But that pattern looks the same to me, Batman.
Look with me. What do you see? Look at it as a design, not a map. Does it look like anything to you?
A bent question mark, maybe? A broken zero. Damn it, Batman, I just don't see. Do you have a guess?
I have one. Here.
But that's at the edge of the city. It's not even part of the pattern.
I know. I could be wrong. Very wrong.
Still, even if you find him, the signal blocker's dead. There's no way to stop him from setting off those balloons or any manner of weapon without it. Against you. Against the city.
Remember the first idea we had?
But it was impossible.
You're going to have to make it possible. Then find me. When Gordon comes up, tell him to find some way of delaying the strike.
Delaying the strike? But Batman, there's no way. We'll never be able to...
I want you to think of those mornings with Luke you talked about, back when he was a baby. Now think of walking with him at sunrise again, in a new city, a stronger city, with all the citizens of Gotham. We have one guess, Lucius, and 40 minutes.
Batman, I'll figure it out. Record and transmit. Alfred. Alfred, I know you can't hear this, and I doubt you'll ever hear it. But even so, I just wanted to say... Say that you were right about Batman. You've always been right. You were right when you said he had to mean something. And then you were right when you said he had to mean something good. And you were right to say that this time, he'd likely go down in failure. I have failed against the Riddler, Alfred. Twice already. And I'll probably fail again now. But what I want you to see, what I understand now, at the end, is that maybe there's something in that. Maybe that's what Batman is about. Not winning, but failing and getting back up. Knowing he'll fail 1,000 times, but still won't give up. And I know what you'd say to this. Fighting a battle you know you can't win. A battle you know you'll lose. It's madness. But all I can hope is that, like you said yourself, maybe it's the kind of madness this city rewards. I don't know. I hope we get to argue about it soon. I love you, Alfred. Signing off.
Well, Nigma, am I right? Am I right?
How?
The bounce pattern. It looked like a coil, like the ancient Seta game board. But really, the answer's been there all along. It was just hidden by the improbability of you setting up somewhere so far from the central grid, from anything. A simple answer to a circuitous question. A riddle. Now, turn it off, Nigma. Turn it all off before millions die.
Ha! Why? Because you say so?
Because it's over, damn it! The game is over, Nigma!
On the contrary, Batman. The real game is just beginning. No way out of this one. The clock is ticking, and it's just you and me. So let's start the final game, shall we?
Stop this, Nigma! You've proven your point to the city! You have a chance right now! One chance! To save Gotham! The Jets set off those bombs and...
Ha! One chance, eh? I'll do you one better, Batman. I'll give you 12 chances. 12 steps. 12 months in the year. 12 riddles to save the city. Go fast, though, because right now, as we speak, I can almost hear the Jets roaring towards our fair home. See, the rules are simple. I ask you a riddle. If you get it right, the lasers barring your path become inactive, and you advance 1 square. You get it wrong, and, well, every one of these beams is rigged to trigger a weather balloon somewhere in the city. And those balloons, as you know, are filled with stuff that, well, let's just say you wouldn't want to put it on your sandwich, am I right? Like terrible thought balloons above the city. Ideas waiting to be made material. So, shall we?
You and I both know the game is rigged. There are too many steps, too many riddles to make it to you before those planes get here. But if you'll just...
Maybe so. Really, it all depends on how smart you are. So, I guess all that's left to say is... Riddle me this, Batman.
Lucius, are you getting anything? Any communication channels?
No, Riddler has the whole city under a net. There's no way to contact the mainland and call off the Jets. Unless Batman takes down.
He found Nigma?
I don't know. He took a guess.
Then there's a chance. We just have to delay those Jets, Captain. The last communication you had with them was that Batman was going to challenge the Riddler. Give me a flare gun. I'll get up there and try to alert them to the fact that Batman has him.
Does he, though?
He damn well better. Lucius, with the coil destroyed, is there any way you can find another conductor so the blocker... You're hurt.
I'm fine. I'll work on the blocker. You get up there and control some air traffic. Captain, you take the comm equipment and keep trying to radio Fort Robbins in case Batman breaks through the communication net. First, though, I need your help solving one other problem.
Aren't the lights entrancing, Batman? Almost tropical. They make me want to dance. Calypso, maybe?
Ask your riddle, Nigma.
All right. No need to yell. Just having a little fun. So, riddle 1. I am a house without the head of head, knitted deep within the trees, a head that lies without its eyes, stitched silently to tease. Well, Batman, what am I? Ha ha! Come on, Batman. No cheating. No feats of physical ferocity. No gizmos or gadgets. Just a war of the mind. What is war, if not a battle between two strategies? Two minds in the sky above the battlefield. And this, the purest form. Come on, Batman. The clock is ticking. You only have 15... Make that 14 minutes left. So, I am
a louse. The head of head suggests the first letter of the word, meaning H, and lies without its eyes. Lies without eyes leaves you with L. L and ouse equal louse. Knitted is a homonym for knitted, knits being louse eggs. And Calypso was a nymph. Lice emerge from eggs as nymphs fully formed.
Well then, you sound pretty sure. Let's plug it in and see. Go on, Batman. Take the leap.
There!
Well done! But I have to warn you, the real conundrums are ahead.
Come on! Ah! Don't stop! No more pausing. Just ask the next one.
Getting testy, hey?
You want to play? Fine. Let's play. Now ask!
As you wish. I have a single voice and 1,000 throats. I sell my tail for peanuts. But then...
I am a bee. Bees buzz with one voice, one mind. A comb is made up of cells. The queen's is shaped like a peanut. What are you waiting for? Enter it!
Yes, sir.
Next riddle. Come on, Jim. Something to signal them. Something to... No, not yet!
All right, this is where things get a little trickier. More exacting and...
Shut up and ask!
Now, Batman, I can't shut up and ask, unless you mean...
Ask!
All right, then. My greatest of my strengths is that I know my worth. I hug myself so tightly at every birth. Well, Batman, whatever could I be?
On final approach.
What's the matter, Batman? Cat got your tongue? Ha! You don't know the answer, do you? Uh-oh. Not now. Not when those jets are only seconds away. Come on, you can do it. Give it your best.
The answer is a blade.
Your reasoning?
Forget the reasoning. Plug it in.
Please, please, please! The moment of truth.
Arming dogs.
You guessed wrong! If only you'd seen the theme, Batman! The design! The answers to these riddles. Each one was the answer to a famous, unsolvable riddle from history. Lice was the answer to the riddle that killed Homer, and bees was part of the answer to Samson's impossible riddle. The answer to this one was nut, as in the Great Gordian knot. A knot unsolvable to everyone, even Alexander the Great. You guessed a blade, and you were wrong, wrong, wrong.
Was I now?
Wait, what are you doing?
Like I said, the answer to your riddle is a blade.
But fire! I said fire on him!
They won't listen to you, Eddie. I knew it when they stopped tracking me. You destroy the conductor to our blocker. Thankfully, we found another lying around. Your signal is blocked. You control nothing. But about that answer, you were right. Alexander couldn't solve the riddle of the Gordian knot. So what did he do? He pulled out his blade. And he cut through the thing!
Base, we're being given some kind of signal from a citizen on top of the target. A bat. Yes, that's what I said. A bat signal. All right, circling and standing by for orders.
How? How do we turn the city on? Your signal is blocked. You control nothing. It's over! Tell me!
That is the challenge, isn't it, Batman? The big question mark. Funny thing, the question mark. You know, they say the first one, the original symbol back in the 8th century, it was actually shaped like a lightning flash, like a shock, the spark of an idea. Perhaps something like this.
What the hell is that?
Ha! It's the first and last question, Batman. See, it's an electrode. It feeds modulated power to all the servers in the other room. It's like a battery set to a heartbeat. My heartbeat. Take the electrode off me and, well, the whole system dies. Everything except the communication net, of course. The city goes true black. An exquisite corpse awaiting the pyre. As for starting it back up, well, it'd need to be entirely rebooted, born again, the city bonded to a new heart. And for that, well, it'd need a charge of at least, I don't know, 1,000 volts. I mean, go on, give it a whirl. There has to be at least a 1 in 1,000 chance you'll survive the shock and save the day. Ha! You're crazy, I'll give you that. But this city, all of it, it's my idea, my design. Do you know how many ways I could have carried out this plan? How many variations I...
Are you sure you want to do this, Bruce?
Copy. Orders to re-engage. Final pass now.
Don't do it!
You can still call this off. No. Kennel open. Dogs armed. Bite down. Please. Awaiting lock. Here we go. Get ready. And... work! No. No. No, wait. This isn't right. Unstrap me. Let me up. Let me up. Come on. What the? The city. It's back on. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. And relieved. You did it! You bloody did it, sir. But how? Because you're Batman. That's how. No, I know that. But you, how did you find me? I was already here. I saw the jets circling the tower and arrived just as Mr. Fox was leaving. I followed him here. You were here, in the city. But as I told you, I might not agree with you, ever, but I'll always be there to patch you up. 1 month later. Nothingness. A void. No meaning or value. Just an end. A death. That's zero, isn't it? It was to Nigma. It's what he wanted us to believe about Gotham. That it's ending. That these are end times. But look at it. The city. It isn't what it was 20 years ago. Even 10 years ago. Not at all. That's the wonderful and terrible thing about it, isn't it? It's always changing. Gotham as we know it, you and I, it exists for a moment in time. Its people, its neighborhoods, the hopes and fears that power it. And then, poof, it's gone. and a new city stands in its place. Right now, this city, ruined, beautiful. It's ours and ours alone. Its fears, they're ours too. Superstorms, cataclysm, madmen with private ideologies who come at us with weapons of every magnitude out of nowhere some morning. These are the fears that haunt our city. But believe me when I say that we will face them together, because right now this is our Gotham. Not our fathers, and not our sons. Ours. This generation's. And our fears are great, but so are our hopes, our ambitions, our resilience. We're fighters. And we're a city standing at zero, standing at the beginning of a cycle of rebirth. It's ours to build and shape, and to be shaped by. I'd like Wayne Enterprises to help lead the way in that reshaping. And I can think of no better man to make that happen than my good friend Lucius Fox.
Mr. Wayne, I just wanted to say thank you for the invitation.
I didn't have much choice, did I? Can't really snub the new police commissioner. Not with so many outstanding parking tickets. My car is still out there, double parked from a month ago. Underwater, sure, but still.
There is no escaping the long arm, Mr. Wayne. But this street fair certainly softens its grip. It's a good time down there.
We all deserve one day off, I think, before all the hard work begins again. Can I ask if you've been to see him?
I have. It wasn't safe to keep him at Blackgate, so they're actually holding him at Arkham.
It's safe there?
They're not used to the task, but they're working on it. The money you gave certainly helps. Hopefully keeping a criminal madman there will be a one-time thing. Just until the trial, too.
Federal?
We'll see. The people of Gotham want him here, to face them. They're tough bastards, Gothamites. Go figure.
Go figure. Well, it's good to see you, Commissioner.
Mr. Wayne, just one more thing. I went outside to smoke and found my cigarettes were gone.
It's a bad habit.
Yes, it is. But see, they were gone because my coat was gone. When I went to the coat check, they gave me this one. It's the exact same brand, same coat, just, new. Mr. Wayne, Bruce, did Batman mention...
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it, Commissioner. All I can say is, maybe it was time for a new one.
Sir?
Alfred, I imagine you're disappointed we're not doing black tie, but it felt...
Oh, it's nice to have a day away from suits and gloves, Master Bruce. And speaking of days away, there's someone I'd like you to meet, sir.
A girl? Alfred?
She asked to be introduced, sir. You knew her as a boy. Julie Madison. You went to school together. She says you dated briefly.
Julie.
There's no harm in reconnecting, sir. We are relaxing today. You said so yourself.
Sure. Bring her over. But, Alfred, You have to know, I'll never quit.
You say that now, sir, but you're young. You're 25 years old. You should have heard me talk about acting at your age. How I'd never...
Alfred, there's something you don't know.
Sir?
Not long after they died, Mom and Dad, I was having a hard time. No, more than a hard time. Everywhere I looked, I saw them, my parents, in every face. I couldn't live, couldn't function. The world was like some nightmare hall of mirrors. So, I paid someone to pretend to be you, Alfred. I got papers. I paid the doctors at Arkham.
Sir, if you needed treatment...
I didn't want treatment, Alfred. I wanted to stop being me. I wanted to be rebooted, started over. I wanted them to shock me until I wasn't myself anymore. Until I was someone else.
Sir,
I came so close, Alfred. I was seconds away. But I knew... Wait! Stop! I knew I had to find some way of fighting through it. I had to find the crazy thing that would keep me from going crazy, if that makes any sense. Bruce, in the city today, Alfred, now more than ever, evil men, sick men. They step from the shadows to kill and terrify, and Batman will draw their fire. He will be the lightning rod. He will show the people of Gotham not to be afraid. It's the thing, Alfred. It's what makes me happy. It's all that makes me happy. You say that because you don't know, Master Bruce. You don't. There are joys you haven't experienced, deeper types of happiness. Not for me. Sir, just one drink. A drink, sir. I'll leave it up to you.
Alfred, if he's busy, it's don't be silly, Miss Madison.
Bruce? Julie, what a nice surprise.
I know, but I just moved here and...
Wait. You moved here now? After what just happened?
I saw you on television during the Red Hood attack, and then all this happened with Nigma, and I guess I just thought it was an important time to come home.
Huh. Well, I'm glad you did. We don't have any robot bees, you know.
Cyborg mutant bees, Bruce. Get it straight.
Thank you, Alfred.
Of course. Alfred? Alfred, you were saying? So, any hope?
What?
I'm so sorry, miss, but I'm afraid he's spoken for.